I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The Mad Scientist Lab.
We're live? All right, we're live. Sorry, folks. There was a bit of deception upon us. But we're live here with the 223rd episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. And we are joined by none other than Ace Tron. Welcome back, buddy.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. And we are here. And cheers, cheers, cheers. Tron, welcome back. I have been looking forward to this episode all week. I'm not going to lie to you. Because, one, I always have a great time when you come over. We have a great time. And then
It's fun over here.
yeah, and then maybe 20 minutes before you got here, Jared realized I was slightly inebriated, and he was like, "Dear God, what have I got myself into this evening?"
Motherfucker more than inebriated, motherfucker.
Well, I was,
This motherfucker was cackling at shit on his phone, and his fucking screen was blank.
yeah, no, it wasn't blank.
Yeah, right.
No. I am not losing my mind,
What up, Londa?
and if I did, it probably happened a long time ago. But I am still a very productive member of society. I go to work. I do my job. I pay my taxes, unfortunately. Whack. And then, yeah, and I just, and then I eat fast food. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Hey,
I did today, though. I did today.
come on.
Well, I want to say this. I saw Jared's post earlier in the week about how you hadn't been stabbed yet because you hadn't had a Popeye's chicken sandwich. And, and ironically enough, as I read that
It wasn't
post,
fucking fact. Well, I haven't had one, so that is fact. But the point is, it was supposed to be a joke. Motherfucker was got in my comments like, "Oh, you don't know what you're missing out on." No, shut the fuck up.
well,
Just fucking hit the fucking ha emoji and shut the fuck up.
and then keep scrolling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then keep
Give him a
keep
blue
scrolling.
thumbs up.
Oh,
Fuck that.
nah, dude, the blue
if,
thumb,
if it's meant to be funny and you hit, and a couple people hit me with the shit, like I'm offended by the blue check, blue check.
dude, I
or
think the blue,
fucking-
It's condescending.
dude,
Yeah.
it's very condescending, and
It's like, you know it was a joke. It's fine if you didn't laugh. Don't fucking mark it, but it better be a ha.
yeah, no,
I like this statement.
dude, it's yeah. The thumb is like such neutral ground to your reaction to a post. It's like, so what do you really feel? Do you really just like, yeah, like,
You know
is
what?
that it?
I can't. Yeah, I keep seeing that on TikTok where people are like younger people are offended when their parents send them the thumbs up.
That's all they know, though.
Now I
That's all
get
they
yeah,
know.
exactly. But now I get why, because if you think about it on Facebook, that's what that means. It's like, oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Well, it could go the
Yeah.
other way, too, because my mom loves the emojis, so it's either you're either only getting the thumbs up or, like, they don't even use words anymore. It's just...
Oh yeah, and I have to fucking decipher your goddamn emoji hieroglyphics.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what it feels like.
I mean,
We're-
it's a language. Emojis are a language now.
Yeah, but everybody has to agree what everything means, and sometimes what it actually means is not what it means.
All right, no, but you're right, because whenever you post something, you want one of the more supreme reactions. You want the ha-ha. You want the heart. You want the little hugging one, or even the angry one, depending on what you're posting.
If you legitimately laughed, then fucking ha the motherfucker.
yeah, no, I agree. And that's why before you got here, I was laughing at something, and I did it. I did it the right way. I gave it the ha-ha.
He laugh reacted.
Yeah, I gave the laugh
Even
reaction.
though when it first came out, I was pushing against it because I'm always against new shit that people are trying to force upon me.
That's
Yeah.
the best way to be.
I mean, he's not wrong. Do you remember when they had the little, what was it, like the little flower one for a while? Do you remember that? It was like years ago.
And then COVID came
Dumbass.
around and they fucking replaced it with the fucking carrot thing.
Oh, yeah, that
Comes in handy every now and then.
The
Like,
care one, I think, is very important.
If someone like, I don't know, someone posts so and so passed,
Yeah.
like, and you don't really
Yeah,
want to
it's a
say
good
anything,
one.
you just hit boop.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to feel weird like, oh, do I love the fact that your dad died?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, exactly.
No, but the
Well,
way
what's going on?
But I look at that as perception, because if before that emoji, right, and you have the like and then you have the heart, it's like, yeah, I would rather send the heart because I view it as, here, sending my love your way kind of thing. That's the way I view it. If it was on a post like that.
I mean, that does make sense. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, and at the same time, I don't want to push the heart on everything. The heart, like, is is reserved. Like the love is reserved for like real shit, just like in real life.
Yeah.
The love is reserved for real shit. Like I'm not gonna say I love the fact that, for instance, your dad.
I use the heart for everything.
If you do that though,
love
and
it
people
all.
recognize, then that's cool. They was like, oh, that's his thing. But if you just hit
I'm
the
a
fucking
big heart guy.
you just a lazy motherfucker and you just hit the heart, or you just a boomer and don't know that there's other ones, then I can't help you.
I mean, can we really judge somebody based upon their React list? Like,
Sure.
I think you can.
Yeah, I
Judged them on less.
There is and you're 100% right about that. Dude, there is a strong correlation with how you react to posts and your personal demeanor. That's fucking wild, dude. That's so crazy. I think that's kind of cool, though.
I guarantee there's, if it hasn't already been done, there's been a study on how people react. I think they were tracking those at the very beginning. I'm sure they're still tracking them, but
Oh, they're tracking everything.
Dude, Big Brother is always watching. I'm convinced.
Every piece of data, they want it.
well, well, there's a difference. When you say Big Brother, back in the day, that meant government.
Yeah.
Now it's all these big ass corporations that are fucking holding on to this data to possibly give it to the government.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Twitter, Facebook, they were all set up with the government involvement. Like, they're all government assets.
Yeah.
That's why they're so pissed at Elon. That's why they're trying to fucking
It was like, how dare
hem
you?
him up in court.
Oh, yeah, because
he stole Twitter from the CIA.
Yeah, no, I thought it was FBI.
Both.
Oh, well. I mean,
It's all
FBI,
the
CIA
same
isn't,
at this
that
point.
CIA
sounds
isn't to everything.
That's pretty powerful shit, though, if I had to say so.
Real quick, Londa, thank you. I like the shirt too, only until the end of the season, and then I will be getting my Ferrari shirt.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Dude,
man,
stepping up the F1 game in terms of swag.
Who, Leclerc didn't win today, did he?
No, he got fourth or fifth.
That's who I had my guacamole on.
Oh, you have money on Leclerc?
Man, I'm not gonna put it on the one homie was favored. He was like minus 450. It wasn't even worth it.
Verstappen?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, he won like by 30 seconds. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's a lot of time.
That's a whole lot of time.
Yeah, that's in a race, yes. Even I know that's a lot of
He
time.
lapped like the fucking last five motherfuckers.
That
It was
motherfucker
crazy.
ate his Wheaties this morning or something.
No, it's
dude.
not the Wheaties. It's that car, man. That car is fucking crazy. All they did was improve on what they had last year compared to what they had last year, and all the other people were just trying to catch up. Some people went backwards, like Alpine went backwards. Ferrari and McLaren still are pretty much where they were by the end of last year. Mercedes moved up a tad bit, but that Red Bull is just too fucking far gone at this point.
Yeah, I don't know anything about racing. I just like gambling.
I mean,
well,
if you need to know the real shit, come to your boy because I watched this.
It was just on TV, so I just picked.
Well,
I
picked
watched
somebody.
everything. I watched
Yeah.
the practicing. I watched the fucking qualifying. I watched the race.
Yeah, if you want the encyclopedia on any of that shit, just ask him, and he will probably help you win the guacamole, as you like to call it. I mean,
I'm not in
good.
it. I'm not in it for the wins, just the sweats.
Well, no, it would be. I'm talking about you're talking about for the money. I'm just saying, like, because we do. I'm in this. We have this little crew. A couple of our buddies. We do. There's a fantasy thing that you can do. It's not like
Oh yeah, they
football
got fantasy for everything.
Yeah,
But the you can't really do. I like the parlays. You can't really do like parlays with the, or maybe do they have like top five? I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you gamble on like top five finish or something like that?
I mean, I'm sure I don't gamble, so I'm sure you could.
Oh come
Yeah,
on.
we are not. Believe it or not, me and him are not sports bettors at all. As crazy as that sounds, especially me, because
Want to
I mean,
be? I'll
especially- I
convert you
don't
guys
do it at
before
all.
the end of this
Yeah.
episode.
I doubt it highly. I don't like spending my money in places that I
I
can't
bet-
guarantee a return on.
Yeah, that's the best part.
well, when it comes to gambling, I am not opposed of the idea. I mean, sometimes in life you got to take a gamble, right? You know,
Not
but-
with my money.
Yeah, I understand that, but I remember when we were in high school and stuff, and we would shoot dice out in front of the lunchroom and shit like that. I've won some money doing that, and I remember one time I put up like $20, dude, and because I guess everybody had something, and I was like, all right,
Peer
I got
pressure.
20. Yeah, and there was probably a little bit of that involved as well, but that was like, fuck, it's $20. And I just remember losing like on the first roll, and I was just like, wow, what a waste of money. And I just, from that point on, I do not care for it. Because when I thought about it, it was like kind of only the money I had for like a few days, and I was like, "Why did I do that? Why did I do
Motherfucker's
that?"
out here gambling his lunch money.
So you never been to MGM?
That's what I was doing. I mean, that's what we were doing.
Never been to MGM?
No, I have actually not been to MGM, dude.
I have. But I don't. I hit the fucking slots. I might hit the roulette table for a couple.
Yeah, roulette's where it's at. I've only been there once. That's what I did. I played roulette once.
Yeah, so I'm not.
My bad. I like Vegas better. Like MGM here is weird. Like there's so many like limits and like because they only want the high level motherfuckers. I can go to Vegas and I can just find like a blackjack table that's like I don't know, fucking like a bet $1 here and there or some shit.
Yeah, and that's
You can do that with parlays.
well,
I'm not doing that.
Don't
shit.
you want to hit? I mean, there was this. I forget what week it was. I think it was one of the NFL playoff weeks, or maybe like week 17. But this homie hit a $5 bet. He picked somebody to score in each game, and everyone scored. Won like $450,000.
what the fuck?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean
the odds though aren't in.
No, yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, but but I guess to his credit, for little risk, for a couple bucks.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm usually like on a NFL Sunday. I'll deposit like $25, and then I'll probably put like $10 on the first set of games, $10 on, and then like maybe I'll have some extra to spend on the nightcap. But
No, I did a couple of years ago. I did do. I don't remember if it was FanDuel or the other one, but I think it was FanDuel. They had like this thing you put in a certain amount, and they'll give you another whatever, like match it or like another $150.
oh yeah, gotta see.
And I was winning at first because I think I was betting mostly on UFC shit. And
I know. I was about to say, yeah,
I know that shit.
Yeah,
so,
you could be betting on that all day.
And I was winning, and then I just fucking started losing, and I was like, oh well, the money's gone. The money's gone, so I'm not putting any more.
Yeah,
in
that beginner's luck kind of ran out or whatever it is.
No, it wasn't beginner's luck. I was calling the fights. Like
All right.
you can ask anybody. Ask Jay. Like he would ask me for shit. I'm like, this. I just don't pay attention as much as I used to.
Yeah.
To be able to know who's gonna go. Like if I was back on it like I was back in the day, oh bro, I could predict down to the fucking round who's gonna win. That's how good I was.
I know, and that's
Let's
why
get on it.
That's why you can
I don't want to do it.
become a legit
beat Vegas.
gambling machine.
I'd rather be writing jokes than fucking trying to watch every fucking MMA fight.
So here,
out there.
I can't watch this.
What you can do is you can get rich off of comedy, all right, and then gamble that money away, and then they can make some doc about how you blew all your money on sports betting. Yeah.
Why are you already fucking praying for my downfall?
I'm not praying for your downfall.
No, the
That's
You
downfall-
could do a
False.
documentary on fucking how you lost everything.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, documentaries like that seem to be a very common thing nowadays.
Yeah, but those people are broke, and then they're just doing that to get like a quick check.
Yeah, I know. Like Ric Flair, he's still apparently wrestling. It's kind of crazy.
Still the man.
He's barely. Wrestling.
Yeah, but still, just the fact that he's just still lingering
hanging
around.
on.
Yeah,
He's fucking drinking a lot still though.
dude, I don't know. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. It's Ric Flair, so
He walked off. He was on Kill Tony maybe 2 months ago, and he walked off because he was like, I just don't know. Because I don't know if you've ever seen Kill Tony, but they say some wild shit on there. And he was just like, I just don't know how you could do it. He was drunk because I guess he had done the Joe Rogan podcast the day before or the earlier than that. So then he just like, I don't know why. I don't appreciate what you guys are doing. And then the comics were just doubling down because now you feeling butthurt.
Yeah.
Now the comics are just gonna double down, and he ended up walking off the show.
That's funny.
Shit was
Damn,
funny.
he thought he could double down and do Rogan and Kill Tony same day. That's pretty ballsy.
I mean, he was already in town, so
I mean,
a lot of them do that.
Yeah.
but he's also Ric Flair, dude. So he probably feels like he can do fucking.
Well, that's the
anything,
thing.
too.
I think what it was like, I am the legend. I am Ric Flair. That's the type of attitude he had when he was on there. He was like, oh, you guys can't do anything that I don't like.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is our show, motherfucker.
Yeah, old man.
I get it. You're Ric Flair. That's fine, but this is our world. Now you're in our fucking world. Fuck off.
Yeah, have some respect for the profession at hand, sir.
Yeah.
For the profession at hand. No, I just think, speaking of Joe Rogan, he had this woman on. I can't think of her name. It was.
Yeah, I don't know her name. I didn't watch that one.
But I watched maybe a 25 minute interval of that podcast about how therapy is kind of like it's a business of its own, and how some of it's like kind of a
Well,
scam.
I saw clips, and
It's all a scam.
what she was saying is,
and I might not be saying it
no,
correctly.
that's the gist of what she was saying.
Yeah.
But I think what she was saying is like these days, it has become that.
Yeah.
Especially like with the online stuff, the Better Helps, and they're not a sponsor, by the way. But if you want to, please, we'd like that. But anyway, like the online sponsors, not sponsored, online therapists can get like that because they get paid off of having these mostly kids staying in an anxious state. So
It's probably
that's
just some AI response too.
I don't know about that. That I can tell you. I've never done online stuff. I've done online, but with the therapist was a real person that I had met in real life. But I was dealing with it.
That's different.
But then COVID happened, so we had to. So I was still doing it, but we were doing it online that way. The other shit, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I just thought it was a very interesting look at, just a different perspective on, just therapy and mental health. And I just thought it was very interesting. I was like, oh, shit, I've never really thought about it like that. But, yeah, companies make money off of, like you said, keeping young people in an anxious state and prolonging that. And I don't know. I just found the whole thing very fascinating. And I just
I think the one thing that I got was she was talking about how they're going to keep it going as long as, like, say the parents, they got good health insurance and they pay for that. They're just going to keep going because they know they're going to get that money every week. And if they got a bunch of clients all to have good health insurance, they're just going to keep getting that $120, $150 an hour for.
Oh my God, that shit is so fucked, man. I don't know. It just makes me.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It just makes me look at it obviously in a different perspective, and I'm not. I don't want to say I'm like not mad at it, but it is like frustrating when you think about it.
Well, that's what when Hamza was on here, when he was talking about, it's like you have to find one that's for you, even though they're gonna be making money off of it. You got to find one that's right for you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? People, I've heard of people going to, like, they were like, oh, this motherfucker is trash. Let me go find somebody else, and they'll just keep going until they find one that works for them. So,
yeah, I got you.
I mean, yes, it is a business, but so is everything else. You just got to do diligence. Like, if I'm going to go buy a TV, I'm not going to fucking buy the first TV that I see. I got to fucking see what the stats are and all this other shit.
Yeah, no, I got you. I like that. What?
That shit looks like your head steaming right now.
It does it? Does it look like my head steaming? It's because I'm on fire. That's why.
You something.
How many of those you got over there?
I've just got two.
Well, he threw one in the trash over
Well,
there.
that one's old. That one was old. That one's been done for a while.
He's got a problem.
I don't have a problem.
Oh, you do?
I might.
Putting all that oil in your lungs.
You're right. That's exactly what I'm doing.
I'm right.
Oh man, jeez, just let's just fan the fire some more.
Sure.
Why, I don't know. But we will agree, and while we do that, I will agree.
Okay.
With you, Mr.
I mean,
Smith.
do they even have weed in them?
This one does.
All right.
Yeah. I mean,
Cool.
and then
Can
I
I
saw,
try that one?
Yeah, of course, man, absolutely.
As long as it's got weed in it, then it's cool.
Yeah. So, but then I was at work. Since we're talking about weed, I was at work last night, and on the news, because that's what they have in the lounges there. They were talking about people who smoke weed daily have a higher risk of heart disease
And anxiety.
Yeah, well, that I understand. That is something I've understood for.
Well, I can't sleep without an anxiety attack, Jared. So
Well, okay, well, maybe there's a problem.
So what am I supposed to do?
There's a problem somewhere else in there. Then
I mean,
that you probably have to dig out of there.
that's just how I operate.
yeah, but anxiety, from what I was from basically the same interview I was listening to this one, is a good thing as well. Like she was using
It can be because it's like a primal thing. It's like what's gonna happen, like that type of thing. But if you let it the intrusive thoughts take over, then that's when there's a problem.
Yeah, no, and I understand that.
Or looking too far into the future, what happens is people with the bad problems, what happens is they're looking at, because I'll do it before I go somewhere like a social setting. I'm thinking of all the bad shit that could happen before I go, just to figure out a reason to talk me out of going to said socially event because it takes a lot for me to do social shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, I understand. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, I'm just a weirdo.
You're a lot more fucking social than I am.
That is, and do you know what it is? And I don't think that's true necessarily.
I think it's true. This motherfucker will go out and say hi to everybody. Like, hi, hey,
I don't do that. And
Fucking kissing babies.
Yeah, well, I have taken
Hey,
pictures
come
with
on.
babies.
Joe
when I've
Biden
made
and shit?
Yeah, no, I am not Joe Biden.
As long as you're not sniffing them.
no,
It's
we're-
fine.
We're not sniffing anybody.
Well, I think he's been known to do that to a few girls every now and then.
Who, me sniff them?
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, as long as it's somebody consenting of age female that is allowing me to sniff them.
I don't think anyone's consenting to have themselves sniffed.
First of all, sir.
His face.
First of all, sir.
It happens.
It does. Thank you. Thank you for being here for my aid today, sir.
Hey, man, you sent her in here with them titties. What you expect?
See?
I mean, yeah, it's just like when you go to the gym and everybody's like just half naked taking ass shots of themselves, and then you can't look in their direction, and everybody is, don't look at me, or whatever the fuck it is. It's creepy.
As soon as you said ass shots, I started thinking about Instagram. I'm like, oh my God.
Dude, that's all the world is filled. It's just filled with sacks. Sacks everywhere.
Sacks.
Sacks.
Oh, sex.
Yes.
Motherfucker
Both.
said sacks. I'm like,
Those two.
I don't know what kind of fucking Instagram you looking at.
It's out there.
The one with the one with all the sacks on it.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Do you have one of those other little? Do you have one of those rye bottles?
No, man.
Why not?
Because it's in the box.
Oh,
I mean, it's in the fucking
you
glass.
use both of them?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know you used both of them.
Bro, those things was fucking. Come on, man.
What?
Let's not fucking. And then you drank that one already.
Well, yeah, that one was halfway.
You bought it on yourself.
I did, and I hate it. So what's been going on with you, man?
Not much.
How's-
Happy.
So before I do anything, I want to congratulate you on the podcast, man.
I agree, Londa.
Yeah. So how's everything going with that, and just the whole premise and getting started and putting it out there? Have you?
It's a pretty aggravating process overall, compiling like all this
Really?
whack news to
No shit, motherfucker.
disseminate to everybody. But it's got to be done. So
Gotta
sometimes
be
I have
done.
to take breaks during the middle of it and
So
breathe.
So let me ask you this: when you're preparing a show, how much information do you look for or to comprise like an episode of your podcast?
I usually go to 3 or 4 sites like at the top and get a bunch of news from them. Revolver News, Gateway Pundit, InfoWars, and I don't know, there might be a couple other ones. But then, I mean, I just get a lot just from social media and Twitter, and if you're following the right people, it just, the information will come to you, but every now and then you gotta, somebody's name pops up in a story you gotta go look for and see who they're connected to and what schisms they're involved with.
Now, with the I guess the what is the word I'm looking for? Fuck, hold on, brain fart. With the style and the approach of your podcast and the information that you put out there, have you received, since you've put some shows out, have you received any type of just like, I don't know, backlash from it? People saying, oh, you're like this and that? Because I know you can be, quote unquote, a pretty controversial figure.
Well, I only stream or post it to Rumble, so it's a lot more of a receptive crowd there. But I don't get any. I mean, no more than I have been getting before the podcast.
So what is Rumble? What Rumble is like a website, or is it like a?
Yeah, it's a big competitor. It's getting bigger by the day to YouTube. That's where Barstool just ended up going over there permanently and taking down all their shit off of at least all like their live stuff. They might have some smaller channels still on YouTube, but
I think I started a channel on there a while ago.
yeah, Rumble's pretty tight. It's getting better too. It's more user friendly than it used to be. They've got a lot more bandwidth now that like Steven Crowder went over there and really forced them to like get bigger overnight just by the capacity of viewers that he was bringing over alone.
Is it free? Like
What?
like YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's all. I mean,
Might just put it there as another place to put it.
yeah. It's just. I mean, I tried to get signed up on YouTube, and it's such a hassle.
What do you mean?
You have to like to upload videos over 2 hours long. You have to like go through all these verification things, and like, I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this shit. It was just such an easier process with Rumble.
Maybe that my channel's been up for a long time, and they probably changed it since like more recently. But
They probably don't like me on YouTube too.
yeah, you shouldn't have to. The only thing you should have to do is like your Gmail, and I don't think you have to do a lot of verification. Like unless you want to do like AdSense and stuff like that. But
I was just trying to just upload because I've got an account, but I just use it for like viewing.
what does
shit.
it say? I mean, we could look at it later. I'm just
Yeah,
that shouldn't be a problem. Maybe your channel's just not old enough.
yeah, maybe.
That could be it.
But it was
Like,
yeah.
if you don't have any videos up there, they're gonna be like, why do you
They were
think you
making
get
me
2
jump
hours?
through all these hoops and barrels. I was like, nope, I'm done.
Why do you think you get 2 hours? Because you
Screw
just started out, buddy.
And are people I guess, are people receptive of the content that you put out, man? Like in terms of, yeah, just out there to, I mean, to
Well,
get a lot of
explain
feedback.
what you put out. I don't think
It's more or less. I mean, like the sites that I get the content from, their writers are already like kind of a counter narrative to the mainstream media. So, I don't have to put a whole lot of, like every now and then I'll have to get a CNN article to read through it and point out all like the hypocrisy in it or whatever they got going on. But, it's what was the question?
basically what is your podcast about? I don't think he asked.
Oh, it's just a political news commentary. I originally was going to work in sports gambling angles, but just didn't happen.
okay.
Just would get too caught up talking about Trump.
Gotcha. The other thing is like, I'm guessing you record it first and then you put it up, or do you? Because also I would suggest if you want to do it live, so you say you had to take breaks, but either way, if you wanted to do it live, I would suggest for you Kick, because Kick is a little more freer than like Twitch. Like, I mean, I have an account on Kick and we just haven't done it, and now Twitch allows people to simultaneously cast other
On
places
both of them?
everywhere. Like we could live on YouTube if we wanted.
Oh, through Twitch?
Yeah. Well, through OBS, which is the software that I use.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, now you can do it to everywhere. You just got to have the right setup to be able to do it to everywhere, and it can be live on all the channels at once. But I was just saying Kick because Kick is like it's the Rumble version of Twitch.
Oh, nice.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, Rumble's tight.
Because they're owned by Stake and a couple other big time streamers. You know who Stake is, right? You should know who Stake. They're like the online gambling.
Nice.
They're pretty big. They actually own one of the
Probably given them a lot of money over the years.
one of the F1 teams this year. Actually, the team is Sauber Stake Kick, I think is the name of it. I don't know, Londa, you can correct me on that. But anyway, there's definitely that option as far as if you want to do live also.
Yeah, I've thought about it. It's just kind of hectic at the house. The recording, but yeah, I do record it, and then I like go in afterwards and add the splice in all the videos and funny memes.
Yeah. So, so your process, how, I don't know how many episodes you've put out so far.
What's your frequency?
Right now, I've got it back to like a weekly.
Okay.
And then every now and then there will be a good report on InfoWars that I'll post on there as well.
Gotcha.
But weekly is my goal. Sometimes doesn't work exactly like that, but
trust me, I know.
yeah.
Yeah, no, we definitely know. I mean, it is a process. It is a commitment, especially if you want to, and Jared said it a million times before, just be consistent with it. Just do it when you don't feel like doing it. Do it when you're ready to do it. Do it when you feel like you have no information. Just keep putting yourself out there, and hopefully at some point in time, hook, line, and sinker kind of thing, and somebody reels you in, and
Like I don't even I forgot what I was gonna say because RJ was going. I don't even go in and add a bunch of stuff like I did back in the day, just because I don't really have time, because I would have to go in, edit the shit, and it just takes too much time. It's just easier for me to splice it as one thing, put the front end, the front bumper, end bumper, maybe add a couple of things here and there if I remember, and then I just put it out. But
Yeah.
I just don't have time to go through and be like, oh. But that's why we also have this. So now I can, if I want to show something, I can just pull it up on the secondary screen over there, and it'll show up over here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were talking last week, basically about how the podcast market is just oversaturated, and
So much content.
yeah, and there's just stuff everywhere, and it's hard to be found because everybody's just putting something about anything, and a lot of it's a bunch of people rambling with microphones, and there's no real content out there, and it's just kind of hard to be found. Do you have to put out that one snippet or clip that just has that one, shock
Yeah,
value
that's
moment
usually how
that
it
gets
goes.
you overnight, stardom for a couple months, and then you die out and people forget about you or whatever the case may be. So just
But if you're doing it for those reasons, we're like, you got to do it because you love it. Like, obviously, we wouldn't be at 223 if we fucking didn't like this shit.
yeah,
You know what
no,
I'm
Right?
it's
I mostly just do it because I can't bottle up all this information, or
No,
else
no,
I'll
I know.
freaking lose my
Yeah.
mind. It's mostly, like we were talking about therapy, it's mostly just a therapy session
Yeah.
for me. I
Yep.
can just get it out there, and I'm like, all right,
well, it's a creative outlet.
Well, yeah,
it's
that's
not
the thing.
inside me anymore.
If you're a creative person, which I mean, you have to be. If you feel like you can't get it out, that's some kind of something, a stream of consciousness that needs to leave your body
Yeah.
for whatever reason, or you'll bust, and that's kind of what it is for by the fucking Thursday. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm ready to do this fucking show,
Yeah.
and I may be thinking about stuff throughout the week that I want to talk about. I just maybe I haven't created anything else because I do other shit too to try to create. But like if I felt like I haven't done anything the whole week, I'm like, well, fuck, man. At least I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Yeah, when you bottle up shit on the inside like that can be bad.
Yeah, no, it's very bad for you. It'll make you go fucking crazy. You don't want to go crazy. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to go crazy unless you're like, just one of those weirdo people that wants to go crazy, like in a book or something. I don't know.
Just want to be crazy. I don't want to go crazy.
Okay, yeah, here. I think that's fair. Let's be crazy, not go crazy.
Just want to be the type of crazy that I am currently. I don't want to go any further than that.
Yeah, being crazy takes a lot of energy too. If I were crazy, if that makes any sense, I would think it would just consume a lot of adrenaline, energy. Just
I mean, you see them on the streets in D.C. Those people have energy.
yeah, no,
I don't have that kind of energy.
No, man, dude, I don't even like really. No, I like going out to the city, man. But
When was the last time? I got to go into D.C. all the time now for work,
Ah.
and it depresses the shit out of me.
I mean, dude, the only time I really go is with Jared when we go watch baseball, man. Like, I mean, that's really.
Can't wait for baseball to be
Yeah,
back.
we got a couple weeks, man. I'm excited too. But that's really the only time I go, and I enjoy being out there for the most part. Obviously, if I'm at a sporting event, it's a little different. But if I was just gonna go to DC to go, the only reason
I mean,
to
that's
go
the
out
only
there-
part that Nats Park, National Harbor, or like whatever they call that. What is it called?
what, the wharf. You're not talking
Is
about
it? Is that where Nats Park is? Is that what they call that little place?
No, I mean,
Nats
it's
Park is in Northeast.
I mean, those. That is like the only part worth going. I mean, my wife and I went to a Caps game a month or so ago. Yeah, I think it was in January. It was decent. We didn't get carjacked, so
Yeah, no, I mean that's always
good.
good. Get it.
That's
Caps got blowed out, but
Not that as bad as people make it out to be.
well, I mean,
It depends on where you're at.
there are
but
like 30 carjackings a day there.
you gotta. I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know. I just know. I know.
That's
the
a lot.
stats.
I know it is quite gentrified these days, so it's not near as bad. I mean, yeah, if you go to the areas where it's bad, then yeah, you're gonna get carjacked potentially.
I mean,
Don't take your fucking Lamborghini to the fucking hood.
every
don't do
spot
that.
that you're in, there's every bridge you go under, there's a tent city.
That's every city in America, buddy.
Well, I mean, it's gotten way worse. I mean, it wasn't like that when I was a kid.
Well,
I would
but
ride the metro into the city when I was like
It's like every other
12,
city in America.
13
buddy.
years old.
It's like every other city in America, brother.
Well, yeah,
Austin's
I mean, it's
like that. Fucking LA's like that. San Diego's like that. And I just been to all three of them recently. So
Chicago, Detroit, they're all following the same plan,
The fucking
intentional.
I don't know, because the last time, it is funny. Well, it's not funny, but I do remember one of the last times I was out there, we were coming back, and it was nighttime, and we were going under a bridge to get under, to get onto the highway and all that shit. And, yeah, I saw a huge row of tents and homeless people, and I was like, yo, that is pretty wild. You know what I mean?
I respect the homeless in D.C. Anywhere north of, like, North Carolina, I respect the homeless because they're dealing with it's not your Florida homeless where it's like 80 degrees every day and
Well, yeah, no, I guess
you're dealing with especially in DC you get some brutal temperature variations up here, pretty rapid changes.
I just know that, and then at the same time, I don't know. I just remember, being younger and going into DC, whether it was to go, on a trip to a museum or a monument. You might see the random homeless person lying on the bench, or
it wasn't nearly as bad,
or something like that. But yeah, no, you're right. There is a very huge influx of homeless, and it just fucking sucks, dude. I mean, but then I look at all like the panhandlers in this area too. And I guess they could
sell
go
some flowers or something,
I mean, they could go.
They got to
hand
have
in hand.
access to that first.
Yeah,
It's not like it's Southern California where you could just go like down the street to some farm and get a bunch of oranges or fucking some potatoes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have access to that. If you're just homeless in the city, where you gonna get that shit from?
You start with one flower.
I guess, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think that really is gonna work for them.
Start with one flower, climb to the top, man.
I mean, you never know, but
pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Huh?
but I
Come
will.
on.
But the increase in the panhandlers in this area has increased, significantly as well.
Oh yeah.
And I hate it. It almost annoys me. I'm like, oh shit. Wait, hold on.
Elitist.
It sucks.
No,
I mean,
well,
now
it
I got to
sucks.
sit at the red light and feel fucking guilty because I don't have $4 for this guy.
No, but what are you gonna do? Like,
Well, I mean,
you
I
just
just sit there and wave to him.
you just said,
Hey.
there's the homeless shit has gotten worse. People gotta fucking eat somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know, it's just it sucks, dude.
you can not feel guilty and give them something.
Nah.
Okay, then shut the fuck up and sit there and feel guilty. Like, what?
Oh, I gave this was a few years ago. I gave a homeless guy one night. I had gotten a large quantity of fast food for me and my roommate, and I had enough to where I gave the gentleman some food.
What the fuck am I gonna do with this, man? I need some money.
Dude, well, I don't know what he said thank you.
I'm just fucking
yeah,
kidding.
I mean, but I'm gonna tell you, I know there's people out there that have told me stories that they've tried to be a generous, kind soul, help a homeless person. It's like, hey man, here's a donut, or here's a breakfast burrito, or whatever the fuck it. And then they're like, nah, fuck you. I want money for a 40, or just whatever it is.
See,
And
that's
then-
what I'm talking about. Just give him the 40. Cut to the chase.
But then you're enabling, and then are you really helping?
Are you looking at me? He's over here too.
I know. I was having.
I don't give him the money. You're the one giving him the money.
Yeah,
I don't give nobody no money.
I don't give him money.
Hey, I said if you don't want to feel guilty, you give him the money. I don't feel guilty, motherfucker. I'll just sit there.
I don't.
fucking-
That's why I wave, so I don't hey, I at least acknowledge them. Like, all right, I do see you.
Do you turn your volume up when they walk by, Jared? So
Depends on how I
so
feel
you
that
can
day.
drown out your conscience.
Depends on what I'm listening to.
Yeah, if I'm listening to fucking fuck the police, I don't know.
NWA, yeah, you turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta present yourself in a proper manner to the homeless, I guess. I don't know.
What?
Nothing. No, I don't know. It just stinks. But then I feel like some of these people are out here and they probably just like they're doing it just to do it. And I hate that shit too.
I mean, some people are.
Well, yeah, they just get in
But-
that lifestyle, and then that they just don't want to get out. They just they feel comfortable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's human nature in anything.
Yeah, they get used to it, and then
Um,
now they're street people, outside people.
I mean, you gotta admit the fucking economy is kind of fucking shit right now.
It's
And it's not just here; it's all over the world. It's not just here. I mean, it's pretty
they're-
bad here.
We've
but-
all got central banks.
Well, yeah.
They're the ones that are doing it. The purchasing dollar of the purchasing power of the dollar was very strong before the Fed took over.
Oh
in
yeah. 'Cause it was all
1913.
backed by the fucking. Well, it was backed by the gold up until the 70s though.
Well, they started rolling it back. It was fully backed by gold prior to the Fed, and then they started rolling it back. And then when they fully took it off the gold standard, I think it was only backed like 20 or 30% by.
Damn,
Precious
bro.
metals.
If it was still by gold, like that's just worth a lot nowadays.
That's what all the big banks are hoarding up right now. Gold.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
everybody's hoarding that shit up.
I would love to
Ch-
hoard gold.
Chinese are hoarding that.
Gold's decent for. I'm more of a silver guy, but I've got some gold stashed too, buried in the someplace.
Are you gonna
Where?
like? Let me ask you this: are you gonna
got-
tell us?
I've
on
got
your-
the
gold
coordinates
doubloons.
tattooed on me
He's
somewhere.
got gold doubloons.
Yeah, there you go.
in the Caribbean Sea. Arr, matey, I've got a fucking treasure map for you.
Oh, you don't want to bury treasure in the Caribbean.
And you got to make sure, like you do on your deathbed, like right before you go, you got to say, "And I left the treasure," and then you got to die.
No, it's just going to be one word.
And then it's gonna be a word.
My daughters will have to figure the rest out.
All right, dude.
My gold's buried.
Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Sanctuary.
And then you're gonna let out that dying fart that, after you
evacuate everything in your bowels. That's gross, man.
You haven't seen that episode of South Park where they were like, where Cartman was like, "Hey, I know you shit when you die," and they're
Of
like,
course, you would bring up some.
the episode's fucking hilarious, dude. But he's basically like saying, "Hey, when you die, you shit yourself," and everybody's like, "No, you don't." And then throughout the episode, various people unfortunately meet their demise, and they shit themselves in hilarious ways, and it's funny.
See?
It's funny, dude. I'm sorry,
RJ gets his sense of humor from everything cartoons.
dude. I mean, cartoons are great.
Yeah, I can't watch cartoons.
Yeah, they get,
So, are you not going to watch X-Men '97?
I'm not.
I'm gonna watch it, but
Yeah, no.
I watched
different.
actually. I did watch Pokemon today with my daughters, but
Are you watching obviously the newer Pokemon or the?
no, it was the original
the
Indigo.
original? Okay, all right. Because there is so much Pokemon now.
There's a lot.
There's a.
I've watched
shitload.
some of the new stuff with them. There was a movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, which was decent. It's all right. I'll watch it. I'll watch it all, I guess, but I don't really pay too much attention to it. I usually just play golf on my phone.
Yeah, no, golf is cool. What I was gonna say is, there's just so much more Pokemon than there ever was, and probably ever will be, that I can't even if I wanted to. Start,
Well, you play the game now. There's like 400 to catch.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking crazy, dude. I thought 150 was a feat as a kid. It took us months. Man, that was a badge of honor. I'll tell you, having all 100.
Oh yeah, well you got to trade with your bros to get all one
Yeah.
because the blue doesn't have all the ones that the red has.
Oh yeah, dude, truly, and you needed the link cable and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, you had to physically connect.
physically connect. Would you like to physically connect, Jared?
not at all.
Look at
That-
all these cables over here.
Yeah.
What about him?
We're not nerds for getting siced about one cable.
Yeah.
You've got plenty of cables,
I
sir,
mean, hey,
Back then, you had to plug it in. You had
shit
to
has
sit
to
next
fucking
to.
get put together somehow.
and you couldn't move it because the cable connection. If it wasn't great, you couldn't.
Yeah.
You had to be very still.
Yeah, you had to be very still.
So you had to soak your cable.
If that's what it took, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if you
whatever
we
it
had
takes to get the trade through.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what I mean.
I need Mr.
You
Mime.
know what I mean when I say soak?
I thought you said stroke.
Soak.
Oh no, I don't know.
That's what the Mormons do when they have sex. They call it soaking. They
Oh.
they just lay on top of each other and they don't move.
Inserted.
Yes,
Oh,
it's called soaking.
It sounds hot.
soaking.
Fucking
You
Mormon.
motherfuckers never heard of this?
No, I didn't know there was a
Oh,
whole
my God.
terminology behind it. And I
Yeah,
didn't even
bro.
know there was a whole
I know nothing about the
mental
Mormons.
visualization that went on with it.
This makes me want to know even less about them.
I am seeing it in my head now, and it's bothering me. Get it out.
Just laying there, that takes some serious self-control.
So it's called soaking. Can you pull this up?
Yeah. Well,
Don't pull that up.
yeah, I'm not gonna pull it up.
Don't pull that up. You're gonna.
I
You want
do.
to see Mormons soak?
I
No,
do want
I-
to bring this up though.
I
Hold
do
on
not want to
one
see
second.
Mormons soak. No.
Nobody does, dude. That's
So-
some crazy shit. I can't believe I even heard that just now.
that was just a fact of the day that
All
I
right,
did not
shut
know.
up, RJ.
I'm just saying.
I disrespected them before.
Okay, this is taking for long. So long. Basically, this guy's on this fucking ship that he thinks he doesn't have any idea what it is. People are telling him it's like a fucking cartel ship.
Okay.
Then he's got a whole series. He gets out and there's like monkeys on the ship. He's got no food.
Bro.
Oh yeah, he got on the ship off of Craigslist.
Oh, yeah, of course. They're going to go harvest all of his organs.
Dude.
Clearly. He's not.
Oh, that's the end of it.
That's the end of it because they probably harvested his organs. Dude.
No.
Yeah, his heart is in Henry Kissinger right now.
Dude. Oh, my
There's
God.
other ones. Hold on.
So is this a series or is this like a real thing?
Well, this is his TikTok page, and he's just updating people as it goes on.
So he just went on
He's
Craigslist.
naked in that one.
He's
Something's happening. He's been
monkey boat song.
sexually assaulted. This guy's a nut bar. What's he doing this for? A bit?
Just to go to Australia.
There's easier ways to get there. Is this guy like a
I think it's cheaper.
convicted? I'm sure it's cheaper.
He's in an RV. He's taking this. He's in a container.
He's in his RV.
Yeah, and his RV is in a container. He's in his RV.
On a boat on the way to Australia.
Yes.
What the
From San Diego? Like,
Well, he said 23 hours of darkness. What? So he gets out for an hour or something.
yeah,
He's in prison.
pretty much. For 12 days.
He's in voluntary prison.
Now he's about
He's-
to fuck one of the monkeys.
He's yeah. He's resorting to bestiality 2 days in. This guy's a
No,
nut.
this is day 8.
Oh, see, things get weird after 7 days.
Yeah, dude. Oh, he's got a guitar. There are his clothes.
He's definitely tried to have sex with the guitar. We
Yeah.
know that for a fact.
Oh, there are his pillows too.
He's banged those.
Yeah.
Fact. He's about to film himself jerking it now. All right, I don't want to watch this.
It does kind of look like that's what's about to occur.
I mean, the guy's got to be jerking
Yeah,
an immense amount right now. He's in
I mean,
there
what-
by
what-
himself.
yeah, what else is there to do? Like, well, how many times do you think you would whack it if you were stuck in a container for 12 days, dude?
He probably did it to the point where he got repulsed and found Jesus. Like he's done it so much, he's a born again virgin.
So let me ask you: is he still en route currently?
I believe so. Hold on. I can go to his page and we'll see. What the
I need to
latest
know more
updates.
about this guy because this is one of the more bizarre things I've heard.
This is wild. This is wild stuff.
So the guy just wanted to go to Australia and decided to buy a cheap ticket on a boat with a bunch of people he does not know that's filled with monkeys and they have no food.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fucking crazy.
So when they're unloading it at the
here's
shipyard,
another
like
one.
he
Here's
just
a-
blasts out of his RV. Oh no.
This was 5. This is day 5. So we kind of went backwards.
They've just been anchored like 6 miles off the coast.
they've been there for days. You know?
I'm sure he knows he's on the fucking boat. Or like moving, I should say.
It's rocking. The La Señorita.
Oh,
No,
my
that's
God.
what they've been calling you, buddy.
Dude.
Like, he stole the bananas from the monkeys.
Dude.
Oh, wow. He's got some negative karma coming his way.
Dude, yeah, no bullshit. How many views does this have?
This one's like 500K.
Oh man, that's fucking really creepy.
No. Yo, this guy.
What? Let me ask you. Before he did this, do you know what he did? Like what his profession is? Like what he does for
I
a
have
living?
no idea.
Wasn't doing much. He just hopped on a camper.
Yeah,
and
well, that is true.
Sailed.
Yeah, he must not have much going on if he is doing what he's
Well,
currently
here's
doing.
the very first one, so we can go to that one real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, it's a dream. His name is Stoner too. This makes sense. What? What? He's pulling into Sydney. Son of a bitch.
This is the first day, so he's got a long way to go at this point.
Oh, he's just
Yeah,
sailing
so,
off.
Okay.
Yeah. So he basically he wants to drive to Australia,
It's all fun and games
but
until
the only way he can drive is to get on another ship, drive his fucking RV onto the ship, and then drive off the ship once he gets there.
Dude.
I don't know, and he does it. There's a couple of videos where people are asking him in the comments like, "What are you gonna do when you get there?" He was like, "I don't know."
he's not going to know how to talk to people anymore.
I mean,
No, there's got to be a few people he's talking to on the ship. I don't think it's a lot though.
I mean,
Look at him. He's going crazy.
I mean,
He can't take much more of this.
This is the most recent one. I haven't seen this one.
Look at him. Look at his eyes. Oh, he's all cheddared up. He's on that Hunter Biden.
The fuck, bro? This motherfucker is out of his mind.
dude,
See what's going on?
we're watching somebody literally like mentally debilitate in front of us.
That's what the internet's about, man.
It's sick.
If you're not mentally debilitating yourself, no one's watching.
I don't know if he's just fucking around.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
if it is a cartel shit,
I mean,
and he found the actual fucking cocaine room,
well, dude, I mean, I was.
That'll be the last
If
video.
this is a bit, then it's really damn good.
that,
But
I mean, that part is a bit. The rest of it is not. I think that last one we just watched is a bit. I think all the other shit is real. I think he's really on that shit in his RV, and he's in the middle of this trip right now.
yeah, no, I mean, dude, I want to next week when you come when we do the show. We need an update on this guy. I would like an update on this guy.
Well, I mean, you can always look it up yourself.
But I think it's fun if
His
we all do it
TikTok, his
together.
TikTok is Stony G Journeys or whatever.
So has he done something like this before?
No, bro.
No one has. This is insane.
This is the brand new shit. This is a fucking Mad Scientist Lab exclusive.
I mean,
This
that's
is crazy.
that's some pretty ballsy shit, man. I mean, but fuck it. Hey, now he can say that.
But fuck it.
But yeah,
fuck
but fuck
it.
it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's like, I mean, there's these guys, what's their name? Muckraker.com, Muckraker Journalism. But they basically went all the way down to like the Darien Gap where they're funneling all the illegal aliens through before getting up to the southern border. And he was smuggled, him and his brother were smuggled up here with all the hordes of people that they're all smuggling up here. So he had numerous interactions with cartels because that every single one of them is going through a cartel checkpoint at some point and NGO checkpoints. And yeah, so that's what it's all about. This guy is doing some crazy stuff, but
he left out of Southern California, and everybody in the comments is like, "Are you on a cartel ship? Or are you on a?" And then he found the monkeys, so like that's where he got the bananas. Now he said he found the magic batter. And you got to be at that point when you're on the ship for that long, with really no real human contact, and you find the shit, and you might just shove it in your face.
I mean, why not?
And start going.
I mean, dude, you are at that point you are so past the fuck it mark that it's like just do it at that point.
And then what's gonna happen like when he gets there and customs is like, what the fuck are you doing? Unless, like you said, if it's really a cartel ship, they already have that shit sorted out.
Damn, dude, that's what do we know? Like, what if he gets like murdered?
Well, I mean, that's quite a possibility.
Yes, I mean that is a very high possibility.
But people are invested now because it's like you've been doing this for every day. You've been posting something to kind of keep everybody up to date on what's happening. So people are invested in this shit now.
Dude, I am actually invested in this. This is
like the Truman Show.
Yeah, I've never seen the
on
movie,
acid. It's like the Truman Show.
The Truman Show.
Maybe parts of it.
Dude, I love the Truman Show.
Of course you do. It's Jim Carrey.
Let's watch it right now. Let's all watch it together.
Nah,
I'm always down to watch a Truman Show, dude. Absolutely.
you want to do the entertainment beaker?
Yeah, the entertainment beaker because
Never mind. I'll do it. The entertainment beaker, ladies and gentlemen,
because it's a container of entertainment. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
I'm just.
That's what I have to deal with every fucking week.
I practice all the time. I do.
It doesn't show.
It's pretty awful.
Practice.
Practice.
Not a game.
Practice. Come on.
Practice beats skill when skill doesn't practice.
So the thing that we have popping this week, I don't know if you're aware. I get a lot of shit from TikTok. People talk shit about TikTok, but you get a lot of shit. They are filming Bad Boys 4 right now.
Really?
Yes.
Bad Boys for life.
I basically feel like I've seen the entire fucking movie with all the shit that they've been putting on TikTok. Because people just walking down the streets of Miami, and there's like car scenes that they're filming. You see the camera truck coming right behind the Porsche that he's driving. Then there's a scene where they get out of the Porsche in front of the police station and go into the police station or whatever. It might be like a public building that they're going into. But then you see them walking out, and then people be like, "Hi, Will," like between takes, and he's like, "Hey, how y'all doing?"
I didn't know that. Why are they making another one?
You knew they talked about it like last year.
Yeah, I know. I do remember us, I think, briefly touching subject with this subject touching.
Doing a lot of touching, but keep going.
No, I mean, I'm not, I guess, mad at it, but okay. I'm not.
Anyway, my point was,
maybe
I thought maybe I'm the only one that thought it was cool to actually see the fucking movie be filmed. Like, you couldn't do that ever before you had like the internet.
No, but what I was a huge fan of is before one of my favorite movies would start on HBO as a kid, they had those half hours like making of the movies.
Oh yeah.
I was super into those.
Well,
man.
this is like a public version of that.
Yeah, no, so that does sound pretty fucking awesome though.
Yeah.
I was so into those. I think that's one of the first little, I don't want to say like nerd things, but like technical things that I was like really into as a small person. I was just like, oh, the making of, and then you get to see, them putting the makeup on and the prop weapons and all.
We
this
know
stuff.
how making up works. Thank you, sir.
I'm just saying.
Well, I didn't know about the makeup.
You didn't know they put makeup on?
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm glad Tron is here to.
Don't patronize this motherfucker.
No. It's absolutely fine.
What are you watching right now besides Pokemon, of course?
Yeah, a lot of Pokemon. I just watch a bunch of like old stuff. I watch a bunch of sitcoms.
Okay, this is the entertainment beaker, so like kind of specifics.
Like King of Queens.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
How about that?
Just finished
Little
binge
Kevin
watching
James.
that. Yeah.
Leah Remini.
Yeah. Classic couple. I mean Seinfeld.
You can only watch Seinfeld so many times. Though.
That's not true.
Oh, it is 100% true.
That's not true. I've
I
watched
get it. I get it after the first 3 or 4 times I've seen every episode.
You know what I'm into though? So Peacock suckered me into.
Wait. I'm sorry. Did what?
Peacock
Suckered you?
sucked me off. Suckered me into when they had some NFL playoff game on there. So I got.
Oh yeah.
I was canceling.
You mean the one that everybody was fucking furious about that they had to
That
get
was
Peacock for?
So dumb.
That was the Kansas City Miami game, I think. The
Oh,
playoff
yeah,
game.
yeah.
No,
So I got Peacock for that, like a chump, and but I saw a bunch of stuff. But the Office, they've got these superfan episodes of The Office on there where they add like an additional 9-10 minutes to each episode. Actually, I don't know, it might be even longer than that because they're like 39 minutes. So what are they? A 30-minute show is usually like 23 minutes or something. Like that.
with commercials and stuff. Yeah.
So they're adding like 15 minutes, I guess, to each episode. But there's like, I heard people talking about it. I wasn't sure.
Was it like
how-
outtakes or something?
It's just clips. It's just scenes that they had to clip to fit it into their time slots.
Oh
So-
yeah, because the commercials.
A bunch of stuff too.
Network
that
TV
they
's
you could tell they
fucking
clipped
trash.
that was pretty racy. That might not have. They might not have.
It wouldn't
wanted
have
to
made it onto the show.
Yeah, I mean, but if you look back at like the
that
first
was NBC or
NBC, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
NBC's. Well, they're not as bad as ABC. ABC is owned by Disney. Disney owns ABC. Whatever. Either way, they're fucking really.
They're the worst.
Disney owns the world.
Disney
don't.
sucks.
Yeah, Disney's kind of
Yeah,
trash.
yeah. It's pretty bad.
I used to pull for them. They're fucking pretty ass now.
Yeah. Do you remember how hyped we were when Disney Plus came out and all that shit?
Yeah, because the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But they really haven't.
Yeah, we don't even have Disney Plus anymore.
I'm about to get rid of it because they
Yeah,
haven't
there's-
delivered, and they're about to go up in price. So like, they
What's it
haven't.
at now?
When I first got it, I think it was like $12 a month, something like that.
Because I had it for a bunch. Like I was doing the
I didn't get the bundle
Hulu
because
and
I already
ESPN
had.
Plus.
I already
bundle.
had ESPN Plus, so like I couldn't get a bundle because there was no way to fucking do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm about to get rid of it because there's nothing really that I can't get other places
Yeah.
off of there. And to be honest, I don't even find myself going there to watch some of the stuff because I have other ways of doing it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if I just want to have a little bit of a higher quality, that's the only reason I would go watch it, as far as the picture quality.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because there's not really. You're right. There's not really much on there.
No.
Anything.
The last good thing was what? Low Key season 2 or whatever?
Yeah.
That was it.
All they have is I mean, we were using it mostly just we weren't watching like anything new on there, but they got all the Pixar movies for the kids.
Yeah.
So
all the old stuff. If you have kids, yeah, I get it. But I don't.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm there for is any Star Wars shit, some of the Marvel shit. That's about it. Like, Nat Geo, they have some good stuff on there, but
Oh yeah, they do have. Yeah.
I gotta be in the mood to watch that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I watched this. For me,
You're not always in the mood to watch whales. Fuck.
Okay, that was your fucking Trump impression for a second. He was like,
No, I don't know what I was
whales,
doing.
fuck.
They're fucking.
Those were like their fins, I guess. I don't know what I was doing.
Really big. A lot of fucking is going on here.
Too much fucking.
All right, let's.
Sometimes it's just too much for me.
I remember those shows would
can't
come
do it.
on, and I'd be a little kid, and they'd be talking about like Rams fucking, and I'd be like, oh shit, like I don't know if I'm supposed to be listening to this.
Yeah, there is that. There are those moments in it as when you're a kid and you're with your parents and something they weren't expecting happens too, and it's just how they
Oh
kinda,
yeah,
like
I've
react
definitely
to
been
it.
watching a bunch of adult movies with them, and then like something pops up that they weren't anticipating, and they're like, oh shit, get out of here.
They'll slap the shit
My
out
mom
of you or
used
something.
my mom used to do this shit, like trying to put her hand in front of my face, and I'm just
Yeah.
peeking through the fucking cracks of her hand.
Dude, yeah, my dad used to do the same shit. He'd be like, cover your eyes, and I'd just be over here like this and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. That shit is too funny.
The other thing, so we were talking about nature and shit. Like the thing with Nat Geo and Disney, like I like to watch the real shit that happens when like a fucking lion gets attacked by a pack of jackals or some shit,
Yeah.
and like they like.
Vengeance.
You know what I'm saying? Not vengeance. No, it's not even vengeance.
For the
It's just-
jackals, maybe.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying, but it's not even for the vengeance. It's just like the rawness. Like, yo, this is what really happens in the fucking world. So whenever a fucking vegan tries to chime in, I'm like, send him a fucking video of this fucking lion.
Put this sand in
eating
your
the-
vagina.
Yeah.
eating the fuck out of a fucking alligator. Actually, I saw one recently where an alligator, it was eating the fuck out of an alligator. I'm like, God damn, that was some.
Ooh. Well,
Nature is Metal is a good fucking page on Instagram to follow. They show a lot of that stuff.
I think RJ might have been. It might have been a different marketing class, but we would watch some real raw nature videos of like animal fights.
Mm.
And there was one that we watched. It was a gorilla versus an alligator or a crocodile, maybe. But he literally just like ripped his jaws apart.
Oh yeah, he knew.
Oh yeah,
he
dude,
knew what
I
he
think
was
I
doing.
do remember
The
that
crocodile
shit.
like got onto his arm,
Yeah.
and he just just like
he
ripped
knew what
his
he
jaws
was, he
apart.
knew what he was doing. He was like,
And then all the other crocodiles dipped out. They're like,
Never-
yeah, it's just like we're good.
yeah, yeah.
No,
Sorry, Earl.
No, if you
know.
like I said, Nature is Metal. That's you'll see a lot of that type of stuff,
yeah,
like real fucking raw.
Puts your-
natural shit.
your life into perspective.
Yeah, exactly. If
Bitching
I-
about going to work. My boss is such a dick. Did he rip your jaw apart today?
Did a fucking,
that could happen.
Did a fucking eagle swoop down and fucking pick you up and take you off?
dude, that shit happens so quick too. When birds come down and
Yeah.
snatch your
You could
ass,
be a
you're
rabbit.
gone,
Yeah,
bro.
it's a wrap.
You're gone. I have seen videos of that happening, and dude,
Those are
boom,
the-
instantaneous
Mm.
death.
I do
is
love those
upon.
videos though.
Those
They-
are
they
some
like-
pretty wild videos.
They bring like a
man.
rabbit back to life or something and release it back into the wild, and it just gets
Or get swooped up.
right,
Yeah, that
right
shit's
away.
hilarious.
bro. And with
And
no,
then you hear somebody in the background. Oh no!
Yeah.
It's fucking nature, you stupid fuck.
dude,
Is there a way we can pull a video up like that at all with that little? Obviously, no sound on
Maybe
it.
not that harsh, but maybe we can find something.
Obviously, we don't want anything.
No, I
overly
want blood.
graphic. Well, I mean, you might want
well,
blood in
yeah,
it.
it would be cool if it wasn't for YouTube.
But no. But nature. If you do sit back and you watch nature, obviously, or absorb yourself in it, it is pretty interesting.
That's why I get riled up for Shark Week every year.
Yeah, dude.
I don't watch anything on
even
live
that-
TV except for Shark Week and NFL football.
Even Shark Week has been fucking trash recently.
Well, they repeat a lot of the same shit. If you watch it the first day, you pretty much see everything for the whole. They have like 2 new shows the rest of the week.
that's the same thing with like space stuff. Like once you've seen like
Yeah,
sometimes there'll be new science that comes out, and then they only have so many shows about it, and then once you've seen all the shows, like okay, where's the new theories? But it takes
Here's
years before
a picture of Neptune again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I mean, now they got
blue.
the James Webb fucking telescope, and it's giving us a lot of clear pictures of some wild shit these days. But
I don't trust it.
I know you don't. We're not. We're not. We're not going
I don't
there.
trust those bastards.
Yeah.
I don't know this James Webb.
Yeah, no, I like
Actually,
this.
James Webb was a famous astronomer.
Yeah, it sounds like a piece of work.
Dude, he probably.
I bet you is. You could look him up. He was probably a part of the Royal Society.
Oh yeah. Well, Jared looks that up. Tell us more about this Royal Society.
Oh, the Royal Society.
Yeah,
I
this.
recommend anybody that wants to look into the origins of modern science being waged as a psychological operation against the public. They should read Invisible College. It's by Robert Lomas, I believe. But it's all about how the Freemasons got together with the Royal Society back in 1300 or some shit. Probably, I mean, they've been using, the ancient pharaohs they had their magician, their magic men that they would use to basically act like they knew more, like they would calculate all the information about the heavenly bodies moving. So they would say, on this date, there's going to be a solar eclipse. And then when it would happen, they would all worship the pharaoh knows everything. The pharaoh knows everything.
Okay, all right. Okay. Hold on. I know what you're saying,
That's what they did.
and that's what they did. Now, that's not to say that what they were saying was wrong. How they were using it was wrong.
Yeah, they were using the knowledge. They would hoard the knowledge for
Oh yeah,
themselves.
to try to make Okay,
They would yeah. So
Well-
they would just use it to make it seem like they were godly creatures,
Got
like
you.
they knew.
So that's kind of I don't know if you watched the Joe Rogan Experience with Cat Williams this past week.
Oh, no, I want
yeah.
to, though.
I'm not gonna give you the whole thing away, but he talks about a lot of that type of stuff.
Was it any different? I watched the Shannon Sharp interview.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's two different people.
Well, yeah. Shannon Sharp's not going to ask the same questions that Joe Rogan's going to
No, and they're not. And Cat knows who he's in there with. He knows he's into the stuff to like aliens and Egypt and all that stuff. So
And he's with a fellow comedian, too. So.
yeah, exactly. So they were going back and forth on just the shit, and you could tell he was trying to be reluctant in some of the stuff that he was saying because he didn't want to like. He was like, I've already been canceled 73 times
yeah.
on this podcast, so I'm just gonna the Emerald Tablets. So he starts going into
But anyway, let me get into it.
So it's a lot of that, but it's good. But yeah, he gets into a lot of that stuff. But basically what he was saying, because that's what made me trick when you said they were using it for the math and the science was correct. The information that they had was correct because of basically what Kat was saying is because this information came from somewhere else that was given to us by whatever and or whoever and so but then yours is like a step further, like, and that's kind of what he talks about too, is there's always going to be somebody who's going to try to basically gain something monetarily out of it. And so that's what made me think about it. It kind of goes hand in hand with what you were talking about.
I mean, and they do it with other stuff, too. Science is just like
oh, yeah.
People are fascinated by the science. So, like, when they say, oh, we landed on the moon, they're like, wow, I guess we got to respect the government. They just put Neil Armstrong's dumbass on the moon. They're talking to Nixon in the Oval Office on the phone. It's crazy. But but I mean, the Catholic Church, the Roman Holy Empire, did the same thing. They wouldn't allow anybody to read the Bible. You can only hear the priest reading the Bible to you, and they would pick and choose what they wanted to read to them, and then they would get people to pay for their way into heaven or whatever the case may be, which was never in the Bible, but they'd have no idea of knowing because they weren't allowed to legally read it. And then the Gutenberg press destroyed that, and then everybody had access to it, and it kind of they didn't have that type of control anymore. But yeah, I mean, back in the day, the Royal Society got together with the Freemasons, and they came up with this plan to control the public with science and use science as like a new modern religion, basically. And so it's a tale as old as time. They just repurposed the idea into modern times, and then that's why they had all these people trying to turn different metals into gold so they could say, look, we can change aluminum into gold. And then
That's the alchemist.
yeah, Sir Isaac Newton died eating lead like an idiot.
Yeah, that comes from, because I haven't fully read it yet, and I'm gonna read them. But the Emerald Tablets talks about that, and that's what Isaac Newton was. He was trying to figure out that stuff from the Emerald Tablets, like how to do all the stuff that the Emerald Tablets talked about, because the Emerald Tablets were around during like the Sumerian times.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate on what these emerald tablets are?
There's these tablets that supposedly came from, I think they say the Anunnaki, and during the Sumerian times, and
Pre-flood.
they just have like, before this great flood, and was like 15,000 years ago or something like that.
Well, I mean, the flood was probably like 8,000 years ago.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when the tablets were
So yeah, that's probably like
dated.
15,000 years ago or something.
Are they like what, like rule of law or?
No. Hold on, let's get RJ a little bit of background here.
Yeah, because this is actually pretty interesting shit. I just want to make sure I'm following along, and I just don't want to be nodding like, like that. Okay.
So if you want to go ahead and read that, RJ.
The Emerald Tablet, also known as this, how do I pronounce that? Is that Samara Ganda? Anyway,
Yeah.
That works.
Here, let me put it up so
yeah.
everybody can read it.
So is a compact and cryptic text. It was highly regarded by Islamic and European alchemists as the foundation of their art. through their attributed to the legendary, what is it, Hellenistic
Yep.
figure Hermes. The text of the Emerald Tablet first appears in a number of early medieval Arabic sources, the oldest of which dates to the late 8th or early 9th century. It was translated into Latin several times in the 12th and 13th century. Numerous interpretations and commentaries follow. Excuse me. Medieval and early modern alchemists also associate the tablet with the creation of the philosopher's stone and the artificial production of gold. Oh, wow. It also has been popular with the 19th and 20th century occultists, among whom the expression as above, so below, a modern paraphrase of the second verse of the tablet, has become the often cited motto.
That's a Freemason quote, as above, so below.
Yep.
And it's a Baphomet thing, too.
Yeah, so then,
All intertwined.
then it gets into all this stuff like the history of like Egypt and the god of Thoth. Like I haven't read it yet. I want to get into it and kind of dig into it, but
This is interesting.
But yeah,
This is actually really interesting.
apparently, like you said, Isaac Newton was studying this, trying to. I mean, he can't. We have laws because of Isaac Newton. How
Yeah.
do we know he didn't get some of it from this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As above, so below. Maybe
I mean,
he's
he
thinking
probably
of-
did. That's what all these guys, like, even Albert Einstein, he stole, like, the entire theory of relativity. He just popularized it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He didn't think up nothing.
Where did he get it from, though?
A bunch of different people. He based Max Planck, and
He still had
he's
to,
probably
he
the
still had
most-
to prove it mathematically.
he didn't.
Well, who did? That's what I'm asking you.
His Freemason buddies at NASA. All his entire theory hinged on black holes, which nobody had ever seen until somebody.
Well, that's why it was
the
a theory.
Nazis
That's
at
why it was-
NASA put a
that's-
telescope up there and found we found a black hole.
But that's why it's a theory.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But now
we've
they
proven 100 years later, we've proven everything that was said
well,
for the most part.
that's what they say.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, they give you a picture of something. They say it's all computer generated though, and they say it's a black hole. So it must. Albert Einstein was right. His Royal Society Freemason buddies do it again.
So,
What is it? Anther? That's how you say heaven in Dutch.
Dutch.
Aflathanda. You got to put the pronunciation in there, Londa.
Do the whole little syllable clap thing. No, but you're right, with the way that technology has advanced and how AI is just becoming so lifelike. It wouldn't surprise me if there is some computer generated bullshit from space or wherever it is, and they're just like, "Yep, this is what we found. Believe it," or whatever it is. I would never put it past anything. I'm not saying it's true, but it wouldn't surprise me. I don't know.
If I can't see it with my own, a telescope or something, I'm not gonna. I don't buy what they're
Okay.
selling me.
So let me ask you something. You can't see, quote unquote, God with a telescope. How do you explain that if you believe it?
Well, I mean, I've experienced God, the presence. I know God's real. I feel it when I do something wrong.
That's just having good morals. That's all.
I mean, I've
knowing right from wrong.
I've been like in prayer and opened up like to the expanse, the vast expanse of everything. I've like felt it.
Is it like a?
But you can't feel a black hole.
No. So you got to rely on
but
pictures from NASA.
Yeah.
I'm not about that. I don't trust those punks.
I'm just trying to figure out.
I don't trust anybody that brings Nazis into the operation to.
They're gone. Okay, they're all of them are dead.
They still have buildings in America right now dedicated to hardened Nazis that they brought over in Operation
what's
Paperclip.
his fucking name? He was the director.
There's still
for a
some
long time.
award that they give out that is they give out the award. It's in a Nazi's name. They brought the. Did you guys see when they brought the Nazi up in Canada in front of Parliament and they were all cheering for him?
No, how recent was this?
It was like a year, maybe last year.
Okay,
But they brought this. So they brought because everybody's about
actually.
Russia,
I think
Russia,
I do-
Russia.
I think
he
I kind
said-
of do remember that.
He said the process of buying your way to into heaven is called Aflathandel.
Aflat Handel.
Yeah, that's.
Do they still do that in Holland? Is that one?
Well, he was saying basically describing this is what we were talking about before. Basically, he's describing Roman Catholicism in medieval times and a few centuries after. Rich people bought their way to heaven. In Dutch, is called this Aflathandel.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the English term for it. I keep thinking of reparations, but that's
Buying
not
your
it.
way into heaven. Oh no, you're thinking of tithes. That's like 10% of your, but that's not the same thing.
It was like a specific. I don't know.
How do you buy your way into heaven though?
That's what they would. That's what they would say. They would say you have to buy relics from the church to get into heaven.
Oh,
So they would
well,
sell-
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, we already know the fucking Roman Catholics, especially during those times, were fucking fucked up. They were. Matter of fact, this whole thing brought up to me. I've been watching. There's only 2 episodes. It started on Tuesday. Shogun.
Yeah.
On FX, and I didn't realize. And this is based off a novel. I don't know how much of everything is true because I haven't had a chance to dig into it yet. But I didn't realize that there was Christianity in Japan. Like there was Christians / Catholics in Japan during the feudal times. It was just after when I think the head guy who had just this is real. I forgot his name, but he joined. He had finally united all of Japan because at that time everybody was fighting everybody. But this particular, he wasn't a shogun, but he was whatever the ruler was, not the emperor either. But he had united Japan. So then this takes place during a time where this guy dies and his son's not old enough to take over. So he puts this other guy in charge, and then the story is going from there. But there's people from Britain coming over. There's the Portuguese there, and the Portuguese are the ones who bring over Catholicism because they're part of the Romans and all. It's cool because it's samurai shit, but then it has this whole other aspect that I wasn't expecting to be in there. I was just thinking it was gonna be like old school feudal Japan, like ting ting ting, but no, heads getting sliced off. There are some of that because I love fucking samurai slicing.
Yeah, I mean it is super badass.
Did you watch it?
I've watched the first episode. I haven't watched the second one. Yeah.
Second one's better.
Yeah, no, I watched the first episode just because some people had brought it up at work, and then I was like, what do I need to watch? Because what I've been watching.
Well, you got to fucking the thing about it, and don't change the subject. We're talking about some interesting. You about to fucking switch over to something.
No, I'm still listening.
Douche.
Fucking the other thing about Shogun is there's subtitles, like not through the whole thing.
Ooh.
Exactly. Well, I mean, some people.
It depends. I mean, I have subtitles on. I don't even know why I said that. I have subtitles on for English. I can't hear
I do
anything.
sometimes if I can't hear shit, but mostly because I want to be able to see the whole thing. But I have to watch it with this because they're speaking Japanese a majority of the show. So like, you either know Japanese or you read the subtitles to know what the fuck's going on, and then it'll switch into English when the English speakers are talking to each other or whatever. But yeah, I ended up I miss because I have to read. I miss out on the actual cinematography of everything, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch it without. Since I already know what's going on, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it without paying attention to the subtitles.
Reading everything.
Yeah,
It does get in the way.
it's a fucking good show, and it's only 2 episodes in. It's kind of wild.
I see that there's only going to be 4 from what I.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean that movies like or shows like that take a lot of resources because I don't know if you ever saw Marco Polo on Netflix.
I did.
It was
yes.
it was about
The Explorer.
yeah. It was
Nice.
about not Genghis Khan, his son or grandson. But anyway, so yeah, Marco Polo, he gets there, he ends up becoming a slave of whoever the Mongolian ruler is at that time. And that first season, they only had 2 seasons. That first season cost them $90 million to make that shit. So I can only imagine how much this one, the Shogun, is it costs.
That's a lot of bread.
Yeah.
$90 million is a lot of money.
A whole lot of
That's
money.
that's a lot of cheddar cheese.
But it's a very good show, and I think it was I feel like it was slept on. But not Shogun, Marco Polo. I think it was very good. Then they even had a spinoff after the second season from one of the characters, 100 Eyes. He was a blind martial artist, and he was teaching Marco Polo like how to do martial arts or whatever. And then he ended up helping them fight against their enemies. And but then they had a spinoff called 100 Eyes, which was basically all around him. And I think before he got with the Khan, or Khan.
Yeah, the Khan.
Yeah.
The Khan.
The Kubla Khan.
The Wrath of Khan.
The Wrath of
Khan.
It's a great quote.
What, one word?
It is. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a good scene. You can feel it when you watch it, if you know what I mean. Can you feel
Which
it?
one? The original?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's
Because I'm sorry,
It's
I
timeless.
didn't like when I saw Kirk doing it when they remade it. Not remade it, but the
Yeah.
newer ones.
yeah. Well, when you remake such a
Because Spock's not supposed to do that. Spock's the one that dies.
yes, I know. And whatchamacallit?
Spoiler alert.
I mean, if you haven't seen either one of those movies in all this time, it's your problem.
I think I've seen the new Star Treks.
I was gonna say.
I'm more of a Star Trek guy than Star Wars.
Me too.
Well,
I usually lean more towards Star Trek, but I hate when people try to say, "Oh, you can't like both. So you got to pick one." Fuck you! Fucking tell me what the fuck I can do. I like them both, but I like them for different reasons. They're not even the same.
Yeah.
One is hardcore science fiction. One is fucking science fiction fantasy.
yeah, no, I agree.
That's it.
That's whack. People who say things like that are, dude. Those you gotta stay.
No,
away
I
from
just saw
people
a
like that.
TikTok today. Some chick was like, she had like she said, how do you tell someone you're a nerd without telling someone you're a nerd? And then she has a Death Star tattooed on her thigh, and then she has the Starship Enterprise like just under it.
Yeah.
And some guys on there like, how can you have both of those Star Trek and Star Wars on the same leg? That's blasphemy. Like, shut up, you fucking nerd.
Yeah, that
you're more of
dude's a nerd.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the nerd.
Not even a
Yeah.
nerd. He's a fucking dork. That's what he
a
is.
dork,
Yeah.
a simp.
Phobia in the building.
Phobe,
Cuck.
what's up, phobe? Phobe. Oh man.
Okay, I'm sorry to keep you up, bitch.
I'm sorry.
Damn. Past his bedtime.
No, it's not. It's not.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. That just came out of nowhere. I apologize dearly to everyone. But it,
RJ does swing both ways.
no, I don't swing both ways. That's not true, bro. I don't
Why you look at him?
Because he's over here.
I don't care.
Yeah, well, I know
Swing
you
whatever way you want.
Yeah, that's fine. We're
Just
not.
don't swing certain things this
Yeah,
way.
yeah, we're not swinging anything around.
Do
here.
what you gotta do, because when we get on the line, boy.
Oh, yeah, we're not swinging anything. Nothing swinging right
I'm
now.
actually working on a fucking skit on that one.
So, how was your show this past week?
Didn't have one this week.
You didn't?
Remember? 'Cause
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I do remember.
we're
I do
looking
remember.
for a new spot to do this whole thing from anyway.
I'm not laughing at that, but
No, we're still doing every other Tuesday, but yeah, kind of whack that we got to do 2 days a week.
would you do stand-up comedy, dude?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. All right, I'm just curious. He's
I'd
here.
probably just end up getting up there and lecturing people about Bill Gates or something, though.
Okay, well we won't. We won't allow that. It's supposed to be funny, motherfucker. We don't
I'll
need
do
you.
it in a funny way.
Okay, do that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, no, that's not.
You
a bad
haven't
thing.
you haven't come out to a show yet.
No, I don't get out much.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the support.
Well, but it's important. Support your homies, even from afar. Even from afar. I'm just saying.
A fart? How do you do that for this motherfucker?
You did it again.
Sorry.
You're the worst, dog.
I am not the worst, dude. I'm like the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever was.
I don't even put the camera back on you.
I'm sorry. I am disappointing you right now.
And this is empty, so this doesn't even need to be there.
That's why he's yawning.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true. I just didn't sleep well last night. I don't know.
Well, stop jacking off before you go to bed.
Dude, sometimes you have to. But I didn't. I'm just letting you know I didn't.
Heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't, though. I did not.
Have you seen the movie
I did not.
Due Date?
Due Date?
With Zach Galifianakis and
No, my sister has seen it. I've seen her watching it. I've never actually watched it before.
there's a hilarious scene where him and Robert Downey Jr.'s character, they're going across country, but they're in a rental car somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and Robert Downey Jr. 's sleeping, and he just hears wrestling, and he's like, "What is that noise?" And he stops, and he's like, "What? I didn't hear anything." And he starts it up again. He's like, "What is that?"
I'm gonna have
He's
to
like,
blur
"I'm
that out
masturbating."
while you keep doing that. I'm gonna have to blur that out.
Oh, dude,
But he's like, "Just shut up! I got to do it before I can go to sleep."
Dude, oh my god, dude, no, I would never do that in the presence of anybody.
Lies.
I'm not gonna beat off in front of someone.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
It does, but that doesn't mean it's.
Hey, he wasn't asking him to help. He was just doing it in his presence.
Dude, yeah, it's just so fucking random, bro. Oh my god, dude. I don't know if I should tell this story. I don't think I'm going to.
Please. For everyone out there.
So,
I'm sure you guys would appreciate it if RJ tells this story.
Have y'all ever caught somebody whacking, beating off? Have y'all ever just like one of your buddies beating off?
No, RJ, do tell us.
Dude, so no. I'm in a corner now, aren't I?
Oh no, you're in that corner,
You
and
painted yourself in there.
the only way out is to tell the story.
No, so we were at this like house. This
Don't
was,
whisper, bitch. Tell
No,
the
no,
story.
So we were at this was back in high school, middle school or high school.
Wait, is this the one where the fucking guy came in and you were in your boxers or something, or he was in his boxers?
No, that was actually a different story.
Oh, okay. Keep going.
Yeah, so yeah, high school was wild, wasn't it, dude?
It was.
It was pretty crazy. No, but we were at this house and we were just chilling down in this basement and all this shit, and we we were smoking, drinking and shit, and then anyway, so night's getting late, so we leave, right? Hold on, fuck you, asshole. So we leave. So the guy that lives there, right? He's got a computer in his basement. So they leave. So we leave. And, we're walking, and one of my buddies is like, "Oh, I forgot something in the basement," right? So he goes back, and we're waiting there on the, on the corner and shit. And he goes back, and then we just hear, "Oh, my God." And we were like, "Yo, what is it?" They were like, "Yo," he was like, "Yo, he's fucking jacking off." And we were like,
Oh my god.
we were like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, he's beating his dick." And so, so we were like, "Yo, stop watching and shit." And anyway, long story short, we were just telling him to hurry the fuck up. So we ended up not going to get whatever my buddy left there, and we ended up leaving. But yeah, so
He left some cum there. That's what he left.
So whatever it was, I don't think he ever went back to get it. I don't know if we ever, I don't know if he ever got it back. I don't know what it was, but what I will say is that happened, and I thought it was hilarious.
Cool story, bro.
All right, there's my story from fucking
fat Faison liar.
from 20 years ago. All right, 20 years ago.
Hilarious.
All right,
Still hits.
I get it. I don't care about this shit though, dude.
hate all of you.
Come on.
It's just terrible, terrible, as they like to say. Whatchamacallit? Uh-oh.
Relax.
Uh-oh.
It's your fault.
It is my fault.
Keep going. Keep going.
Would you read that book right there, brother? Is it all right if I call you brother?
Depends on what it's about or who wrote it.
H. Derringer.
Derringer.
Oh, Derringer. Oh, yeah. H. Derringer whiskey.
You make guns too?
Yeah, well, this is some pretty high class shit, dude. And we, well, this is kind of my fault. Normally I have a bottle something.
No, it's a tribute to the gunsmith Henry Derringer.
Yeah, that's my dope.
Would
He
you?
designed the Philadelphia Derringer as a popular concealed carry Oh, you know my fucking Second Amendment ass gonna like this.
I got 2 on me as we speak, baby.
Yeah.
I got them blam blams, bitch. Popular concealed carry gun of the era. Because of its small size, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna pull this up on camera because people will probably think it's fucking what it is. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and open this because RJ failed to do his only job on this podcast.
It's to help Jared get drunk. Hooray!
That's not.
It's the only time I drink.
It's a good job.
The only time I drink during the week, and
Yeah. No, and that's true. We've gotten really good in our older.
except for Wednesdays when we do trivia. But
Man, that's a fancy ass bottle, dude.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, no.
The only reason it's still here, I would have taken it home already, but I put it up so people can see.
Yeah. Shout out to
Oh,
Epic.
cool. Look at the
This is
bottom.
a gift from Epic. The actual cork that goes in here is in the back. Like I said, it's dedicated to Henry Derringer, who made the Derringer little tiny pew pew. The cork is still in the box, and I'm not gonna put that on camera, but
It's that's super fancy. I feel like I should get our own mantle for that thing, dude.
we need a mantle for all the shit that we have here, and we don't have one.
I mean, this is true, and we've got the Texas Sides pencil, Big Woody, as I like to call him, Big
I'm
Wood.
going back in April. I'm not bringing anything back though.
Why? Because
Unless
I'll have too much fun with it.
No,
No trinkets.
no. I mean, how many more trinkets do we need?
I mean, we
Never have enough. There's space over there.
No, we got shit up here too.
Yeah, we got shit everywhere, dude. We get a lot of cool shit from places.
From my travels.
So you know the famous.
Somebody's got to do it.
Not RJ's travels, my travels.
Yeah. Well, when Jared leaves and I just sit here looking at the moon, and it's like, oh, we're just sitting on this vacant rock, man. And Jared's out here.
That
like,
sounds
"Man."
probably about right. I'm actually out living life because when it's gone, buddy, it's gone.
Thanks, Jared.
I'm just saying.
All right.
You gotta stop letting that monkey on your back. Get it off and keep and live life. And that's to anybody out there who fucking wants to do something. Go do that shit. Don't fucking act like, oh, I don't know, man. Just do what the fuck you want to do.
Pull up.
I mean, we saw that guy going to Australia. You can
exactly.
You can do anything you want.
Yeah, but he might get murdered by the cartel.
But he's doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. He's
And
going.
and guess what? And if he doesn't get murdered and he accomplishes the goal that he set out to do, guess what? Motherfucker's a fucking hero.
He's a hero. He's an American hero.
Not a bitch.
He's an American hero. Open your
Australian hero now.
Yeah, he might not ever come back.
He belongs to them now.
I want to know about. I wonder about. Ooh,
Oh.
shit smells like motherfucking gin. Oh shit, it's spilling everywhere.
Ooh, we got something.
That right.
Oh man, here we go. Should I go get another can of Coke or something?
I'm not going hard.
You don't want to go hard, Jared. It's like, no, neither do I. I'm serious. Neither do I.
It's going hard in the paint. Wow, that's 50 milliliters. What the hell, man?
And I'm just gonna pour a tad.
It's good that you got that beaker glass. You know how much you're pouring up.
Exactly. That's why we got it. Plus, it's also called the mass. Oh, wow.
Hold on,
Bro, that's good. You don't even know what it tastes like.
Well, I got a little bit of Coke to chase it.
Don't chase it. Try it without the fucking. Stop being a bitch,
I'm not
man.
being a bitch.
God damn.
Here, cheers, you punk motherfucker.
God, fucking.
It's illegal.
It's what?
Whatever he was doing. I forgot. Oh, chasing it.
Yeah, exactly. See, you don't even need a chaser for this. Don't even fucking try it.
That's good.
This motherfucker. He tried to act like it was some wild shit.
No, that's good. I like that.
Okay. It's a different style.
It's got like a silkness to it.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
want some?
Silky.
I don't have a glass, but
No, I mean, I'm okay.
Let me ask you what's in that bottle.
it's called water, sir.
Is that what that is?
It's special water though.
What kind of special water?
Hydrogen infused water, just like my favorite element.
Oh, here he goes.
So
Good stuff.
How did you get it?
We've got a machine
You've got a machine.
that produces it.
I have a thing about that. Oh yeah, I did see her post that. She got that a while ago, right?
Oh yeah, we've had it for a while.
Yeah, I saw her when she posted. That was a while ago. Can I just say something a little since we were talking about chemistry? Oh, we got to go back to that too. What our favorite element is, but we already know yours. But let me ask you something. When it comes to water, what is the chemical makeup of water?
H2O,
What does the H stand for?
hydrogen.
So how do you infuse something with hydrogen with more hydrogen?
Just pump it in there.
You pump it in there.
Yeah,
I like
like you don't know what the machine does?
Yes, that's
It-
what
it-
I'm asking.
It runs the water through electrolysis plates, and it separates the hydrogen from the oxygen, and it just injects the additional hydrogen into the water.
So you got
So you can select the machine we've got. You can also select different pH levels, so there'll be more or less hydrogen in there. You use it for different things. You only drink certain
between certain
ranges of
Yeah, yeah.
pHs.
Yeah, because
But we use it for like there's you can get 2.5, which is very acidic. So like we last year we all had a bad stomach bug and we were all throwing up, and you take a shot of like the 2.5 water, and it
kills
settles
whatever
the whatever the stomach situation's going on, that settles that with the acid level.
There's the other thing about water, because there's been a lot of marketing shit when it comes to. Here's the other thing that I read about water that they try to do is as far as pH stuff. Like, yeah, there's certain levels that it shouldn't be higher or below, but when you ingest it, your stomach turns it to whatever pH, because there's already acid in your stomach anyway. So that's a higher pH, or was it lower pH? Oh, I can't remember which
Lower.
direction it goes. Lower pH. So because that's already acid. So it's whatever, when you're ingesting the water, it's going to turn it into whatever pH your body is before it even gets it to your bloodstream. So it doesn't really matter what pH the water is, because your body's going to adjust it to what it is before it gets into your bloodstream anyway, or what it needs to be before it gets to your bloodstream anyway.
You just cut out that process. But your body, I mean,
So there's no cutting out the process. It's like the water.
it's got nothing to convert.
It's gonna.
Because your body, I mean, your body, like you can't just, like if you drink the 2.5 water, like you're gonna get like sick. Like it's not.
Yeah, because you're drinking acid at that point.
Yeah,
But you have acid
Oh,
in your
yeah.
gut. But you have acid in your gut already, which is
but it's not. I
probably
mean, it's
2.4.
it's doing. It's not like. It's doing certain things, but the water itself, it basically it turns the water into H3O as opposed to H2O.
Isn't that heavy water?
It's
wait,
the
no,
type
heavy
of water
water is-
that your blood uses that your body uses to make blood. It's the same type, like when you juice a watermelon or you juice fruit juice, it's the same. That's the fruit juice is H3O. That's the type of water that you get out of fruit juice.
So what is for the non-scientific people such as myself, what is the benefit of that water?
It's like way more hydrating.
Okay.
There's a lot of misconceptions about water. Some people like will drink distilled water, which is not good for you.
Can't do that. That's
Which is basically tap water?
No,
No,
distilled water is
distilled-
just plain
it has-
H2O.
yeah, there's
It's
no-
got everything removed.
yeah, no minerals, nothing.
Okay.
And that's actually just as bad as like drinking ocean water. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna get dehydrated from just drinking pure water
Because
as quickly as
it
you would.
washes the electrolytes out of your system.
Okay. All right.
And it's like the stuff in the water, like there's good stuff in the water. It's just like when people use hand sanitizer all the time, it kills off all the good bacteria on your hands too.
Yeah.
When you when you use like the really, really good filters that get all the bad stuff out, it also gets all the good stuff out that your body actually needs, all the minerals and shit. So if you are using distilled water, and you've got to just add the minerals back into it, but we don't, the filters that we have don't necessarily flush out all of those things. It's got an internal filter in it as well.
You just want to make sure like the lead and the fucking
Yeah.
Chlorine is out of it. That's
Yeah, the
main
chlorine, the fluoride.
Yeah.
That's not. You don't want to be drinking that stuff.
Nah, fuck no. No, that's just some.
shit. I need to change my filters anyway. I keep forgetting.
Now, this machine you were talking about, is it like a big machine? Like, how does it like?
It's pretty small. I mean, it's no bigger than the size of that screen or whatever.
Okay.
It sits on our bathroom sink counter.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking tight, dude.
Tap it into the faucet, and then you can either just, if you do want to use the tap, you can use it for like washing your hands or whatever, and then you can flip it over to the machine, and it sends it through there and sends it through the electrolysis plates, pulls it all apart. People were using sending water through electrolysis to split the oxygen and hydrogen, and then injecting the hydrogen into their fuel intake system in their cars.
Yeah.
And it would burn off all the junk on the inside, because when you're realistically, you're only burning about like 20% of the fuel that you even put into your car. So these guys they're probably dead now. The government's probably killed them, but they were injecting hydrogen into their fuel lines.
You definitely use more than 20% of the fuel that you put in.
I love it.
There's no that like. 20% is fucking insanely low.
It's a lot's getting
You
wasted.
said the government probably
it's
killed
not-
them.
it's
You're,
not as
you're
much as you
probably
think it
right
is.
too.
They did. I mean, these guys they invent.
If your car's running right, you should be using about 95% of the fuel that goes through your car.
A lot of them aren't. A lot of these, some car companies got in trouble because they had all these. They said they were meeting all these regulations, and then they actually tested them, and then
that's
they were
Volkswagen.
like,
That's Volkswagen.
yeah, oh yeah, it was Volkswagen.
But meeting regulations and the way mechanically an engine works are two different things. Like, because there's air to fuel ratio. There's a whole bunch of shit that goes into
All right,
it.
you're burning a lot more. You're only getting like 20% efficiency from it.
Maybe no, I'd still say it'd be higher than that.
I'll give you 25.
Because I think maybe you might be thinking maybe older cars, because like an older car, let's say a 1970s car, they were only getting what, like, even if it was a muscle car, they were getting like 300 horsepower. My car is a V6 now, and I get 330 something, 350 horsepower just out of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's a V6 compared to a V8 in the 1970s. So the cars are definitely more efficient than they were back then. Like I said, mechanically, the cars are made to be as efficient as possible, because MPG is the whole big thing. They want people to fucking be able to keep their cars, driving their cars farther. You know what I'm saying? Now, I would say if you want a fucking Tesla, then yeah, you ain't getting much out of that shit.
Dude, no, those things. The whole. I guess just because it's kind of my field of expertise, so to speak.
I'm sorry, what?
I am an expert.
Okay.
Mhm.
Expert. Go ahead, please.
Anyway,
Expert, please talk.
so the whole electric car thing, I'm not sold on it. I think it's gonna die out. I don't believe
It's
in
definitely gonna die out.
it. Yeah, I don't believe in it, and I'll tell you why. Because that shit is so problematic, man, on so many levels, and it's just not efficient, and not like in the sense of user friendly and consumer friendliness, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
And they're fucking dangerous.
They're hella fucking dangerous, dude.
So much radiation.
That-
I mean, you saw what happened in Chicago, right?
I'm
Yeah.
not even talking
It's like
about
minus 40. Everybody had to get their Teslas towed to Tesla.
Oh yeah, because the batteries don't work. when
Yeah,
it's cold.
nobody could charge them. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so,
just
So
like-
there's like
just-
50 people waiting there
Bro.
to charge their car.
It's the same exact principle when it's wintertime and you try to, like, your battery is almost dying in the summertime, and then you go to the wintertime and now your battery's not working at all. It's the exact same thing.
yeah,
The batteries don't work well if the temperature isn't at optimal temperature.
of course.
Now, when I say it's dangerous, there's two reasons that they're dangerous. Because they're heavy as fuck. So if they hit something, say they hit a regular car, that regular car is fucked because there's so much more mass coming behind it. That's just physics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so a Tesla is going to weighs what, I don't know how much they weigh, but they're definitely probably 1,000 pounds more than a Civic that's on the road. You know what I'm saying? The other thing is, and they kind of shield them in a way, but sometimes those motherfuckers catch fire it's gonna be a long time before you put that fire out.
Oh yeah, they've got videos of them just dousing it for hours until
And
it
then
finally goes out.
Yeah,
Because it has to exhaust all the fuel. The fuel is what? Lithium.
Yeah, so it's a hazard. It's dangerous. I don't like it, and it really boils down to me, just how, again, user availability, friendliness of it. It's like, what if we all really did have to drive electric cars, and then they
That's what
it would destroy the
That's
grid.
what this current administration is pushing for.
Look, I mean, California's. Just look at California. They got all these people onto the electric cars, and then like the next year they were like, by the way, please don't charge your cars for extended periods
Like,
because you're gonna crash the system.
It's like, motherfuckers, you can't even get enough water. Well, this year they're gonna have a whole lot of water.
Yeah, they got all the water there.
Yeah.
Oh, the water.
The snow. You heard about the snow shit that's going on out there right now?
Yeah.
Fucking wild. I was there during the first snow when it was flooding in San Diego. I was in San Diego when it was flooding down there. Like, I was literally watching cars fucking float down the street.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, it was
It's
wild.
crazy.
But yeah, California, they're fucking up, man. I used to love living there. I will never live there again. I'll go there every now and then just to visit. I'll never live in California ever again.
That sucks, dude. Because when I was a kid, I've always viewed California as like
Everybody did.
California.
the cool place
Yeah,
to be.
I
and-
mean, it's cool to spend a couple of days. Not cool to live no more.
Yeah, not once those taxes start hitting your paycheck, you're like, oh, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Taxes are crazy.
I'm out.
Sales tax is crazy.
I think Sylvester Stallone just recently came out and said, "I'm like leaving California."
A lot of everybody's leaving there.
They're destroying the state around them. I mean,
Yeah.
they've got no option.
The economy's done. The fucking homeless situation is crazy. It's bad.
There was
And
somebody,
I don't even know about. I have never been to Northern California, but apparently like San Francisco and all that shit is fucking wild right now.
yeah, no, somebody. I don't know if it was you, but we had a guest on the show that was saying that they actually have apps out in California.
First of all, I'm not a guest, but
No,
carry on.
it might have been you.
Carry
And
on,
I-
carry on.
Anyway. What I was gonna say is there are apps for where homeless people will go take a shit, or it'll show you where homeless people are within a shitting radius or something like that.
Yeah, they've
That
got
was
a
guess.
shit tracker.
Yeah, like, it's like a shit tracker.
That was a guess. Was it?
It was probably me.
I think
But
it was him.
maybe
I
it
love
was-
telling people about those.
That was a while. Yeah, that was like last year.
Yeah, no, but the idea, the thought of that is just fucking crazy.
Well,
dude.
that reminds me of like I was gonna do stand up out there. Well, I did do stand up out there, but I was gonna try. I wanted to try to open up with something about the town or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was looking up shit about San Diego. What? What? Did you fart or something?
No, I didn't fart, but I can if I
So
have
what the
to.
fuck's so funny?
I don't know. You're funny. You're a comedian. I'm sorry. No,
All right.
no.
Anyway,
No, I'm just having a good time, man. That's all.
fucking. So I was looking up shit, and I was like, my thing. This is the premise. I never really finished it because I didn't end up using it anyway. But how LA's homeless situation was insane. San Diego also has an insane one. But then I looked it up, and San Diego apparently they give these people like their tents to put in certain places where they give them shit to fucking try to get them off of the street, or at least have shelter for if they're gonna be that way. So they're giving them this shit, and I guess the premise was like San Diego is like the upgraded version of LA. I didn't even finish yet.
I know, man. I am not trying to interrupt the flow of the show. I swear to
You
God.
fucking ruin jokes.
I do. I
Swear
do.
to
Please.
God.
I know. I am so sorry, man. I'm just so happy to be here with you guys. I am. All right.
That fucking whiskey
Had to give
got
him the
you.
whiskey.
Oh man, dude. This is good, man. This is good.
Clearly it is. Anyway, can I finish the
yes,
fucking?
Yes, sir.
And it's not even a full fucking joke, but goddamn, you laughed at the wrong part. See, you're the type of motherfucker that would ruin a fucking show. I swear to God, I'd be like, yo, what are you laughing at? I'm like, can we get this motherfucker out of here, please?
Like, what are you laughing at? I don't know. I'm so sorry.
San Diego is like the upgraded version of LA. At least you guys give your homeless people a place to stay before you kick them out of the city,
Nice.
because they were giving them a place to stay, but they couldn't be within city limits.
Oh yeah.
But I
You
didn't
can
know
be homeless, just not
yeah,
here.
just not right here where the tourists are gonna be.
Yeah,
Dude.
28th Street. Get
Yeah.
out
Oh
of here.
my god, dude! I just couldn't imagine. I just couldn't imagine. Just like that just blows my fucking mind that that's a thing.
What?
The whole shit tracker thing. It just blows my mind. That's all.
This
You gotta know.
motherfucker's-
You
he's
gotta know
still
where the
on
poop
the
is.
shit tracker. We talked about that 30 minutes ago.
I know.
It's a serious thing. I could fill 2 hours just talking about the shit tracker.
Let's not.
Like, yeah,
say
no,
we
no,
did.
yeah,
I mean,
let's-
what kind of state of decay does your city have to be in to have an actual shit tracker?
Yeah, that's what
Well,
I'm saying.
apparently in China, like they have a problem with that there also. Like people who aren't like the rich, which there's only one. Well, I mean that's everywhere, but it's probably less than that in China because there's so many people. The people who don't have money or who have not ever lived within cities don't know that they can. If they got to take a shit, they got to go to a bathroom. They just fucking shit anywhere. And there's signs, apparently, I haven't been there, but there's signs that say this is not a shitting area. It's like,
And if
what
we
the-
catch you shitting here, we're gonna fucking kill you.
Probably.
Harvest your organs.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
what? Oh my god, I could only imagine, dude. And just
What can you imagine? Because to be honest, I don't think you're imagining much right now.
What? No, but I'm just saying to be
fat Faison liar.
to be in such a situation in your life to where you're just shitting out in the public. Do you know what I mean? Like that. What? Just I just couldn't.
Yeah, I would never.
fathom that mind
Even as a
frame.
homeless person, I would still have enough self-respect to go to the woods or something.
Yeah. Well, and Phobia has a good point. He said I'd use a tracker for my own shits. Like, I would like to know where all the places I shitted too. Because
Oh, I've shat all over this DMV.
I'm just thinking about, like, when I was in the Marine Corps, when we were out in the field, like, we had to go out past the gun line and dig a hole and fucking shit there. I'm sure there's a bunch of little...
I've shat in the woods playing disc
Jared-
golf or
Jared
golf.
spots.
I've shat in the woods plenty of times on the move, man.
Where'd you get toilet paper from?
Maybe you don't.
Motherfucker's using poison ivy. He's got a red booty.
Yeah, sometimes you just walk out with one sock. I don't know. I mean, you gotta make shit work.
I mean that in dire need that would probably be my go-to option as well.
So, yeah, I mean,
A
fuck it,
sock,
you can
yeah.
replace a sock. There was a funny story, a golfing story that involved shitting. My buddy had to. We're on like the 8th or 9th hole. And,
See how he ruins the fucking stories? Jesus Christ.
sorry. I'm sorry.
And it was probably on the back nine somewhere, middle of the back nine. He runs off into the woods. I'm like, where are you going? He's like, I gotta go shit. Wait for me. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm waiting out there in the middle of the fairway. This guy just comes bolting out with one shoe still on his foot, one bare foot, sprinting out of the woods. This gopher comes running up behind him, screaming at him.
That was
Chasing
his
him.
house.
Yeah, he just
just
shat
sit
in his
on
house.
his-
I'm like,
oh
damn,
my
dude. Come on, brother. Just running out. He just hopped in my golf cart and he just left his shoe and sock in that gopher territory. Rolled out.
Now, see, that's when you laugh.
I know, but oh man, oh fuck.
Did you get a picture of that? That shit would be priceless.
No.
Was this
Flip phone era.
Was this around here?
Yeah, it was at Pohick.
It was at Pohick, man.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I mean, shit, dude. There's fucking.
There's a bunch of golf courses around here. Of course, there's around. Oh, here he
Wildlife.
goes.
Oh, snap.
Hey guys, we're gonna have to fucking leave because
No,
RJ fucking
no, it's not that.
can't control his fucking bodily functions and shit.
I can't, dude. No, just flatulence everywhere? Oh my god, that would be. Let's do this. Well, no.
Flatulence? What the fuck? You were yawning. How is it flatulence?
No,
No flatulence, please.
no flatulence. There are no flatulence. We're not getting into that.
I've held mine in.
We're not. You're not allowed to have any more of that. After that, that shit's good though.
Shit's
Need
really
some
good.
H3O.
You gotta let him try some.
Yeah, you want to try that shit, dude?
I'll take a little sippy.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. That stuff is that's some good shit. We need I feel like we need a sophisticated glass for this.
Yeah. Well, I
Like-
mean, you came out with your skull fucking glass, but
Well,
yeah.
it's my favorite
Oh,
glass.
is that what that is? Ah, it's pretty chill. It's pretty chill.
Somebody gave these to me as I think a Christmas gift, if I remember correctly.
Like a good
yeah.
glass.
Like a good neighbor.
I'm a big mug guy right now.
And like coffee mug or just obviously a mug, but so what?
But I don't just use them for coffee. I like to use them for other stuff. Keep people guessing. Like, is this guy drinking coffee at 8?
You know.
I'm not.
Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing.
It's juice, man.
So let me ask you, like, is there like a style of mug you like?
No, I mean I like my favorite one that I've got right now. My dad got it for me for Christmas, I think.
Yeah.
But it's got Trump's mug shot on it,
All right.
and it says the left is coming for your rights.
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
It's a Chris Plant. It's one of the local radio guys. His one of his mugs that he sells.
oh, that's pretty dope, man.
But
See,
it's funny.
Well, we sell mugs here on the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. If you're in the chat right now, if you just hit !merch, you can get the link to that right now, and we'll send you the link so you can buy you some merch.
Hey,
yeah, get yourself a Mad Scientist mug, man.
look at that, and a little unintentional plug. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I just know what to do with that, baby.
No, but so okay, so you're mugging. So you're out here mugging right
I'm out
now.
here mugging, man. I've always got a mug on me.
Is there like
You want me to get one, Phobia? I can make one. He said, "Does it have RJ's face on it?" I can. Matter of fact, I can have it up by tomorrow.
oh my goodness. What I was gonna say is, so is there a particular mug that doesn't suit you? How do you know it's the mug? Like, I guess.
Like when I'm picking it out of the cabinet? I don't know. There's
Yeah,
some that I feel like only are for my wife,
yeah, I got
so I don't touch those ones. They're a little bit more wifey.
Yeah, I got you.
So I guess it's just gotta feel like I'm like a man when it's in my hand,
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I got
not like a dainty flower mug with like a spindly handle on it. I need like a nice solid handle where I can fit all four of my fingers in there.
your manly fingers
Yeah.
in the handle. All right. So do you mug the same way, Jared?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you mugging? I'm just saying.
I'm
so
mean mugging your ass.
Yeah. So when you're mugging, like I
And
guess
get
I do.
touched.
The
I like
same
how he
thing
just
too.
turned it into a verb all of a sudden.
Yeah. But so when I'm mugging, right? I open my cabinet. I don't drink coffee, but I'll drink tea. On occasion, I'll drink tea.
Are you
And
British?
yeah,
We gave that
I drink,
stuff up, man.
I drink tea. I don't drink coffee.
I've never been a coffee guy, man.
Well,
As long
for
as
me,
it's not Earl Grey, I guess I'll let it slide.
Well, fuck you.
You're an Earl Grey
I
guy.
love Earl- you know why?
Good
You know,
grief.
but do you know why? Guess why? We talked about it earlier.
I don't know.
So easy. All right, he's not a real Star Trek fan. Anyway, so
Oh,
Jean-Luc Picard, every time he fucking went to the replicator, in his room, he would order tea, Earl Grey hot.
That's what you do.
So I got into it because I was like, what is Earl Grey? I had to look it up at one point because I was like, I didn't understand with his English accent what he was saying, even though he's French on the show, but that's neither here nor there.
Wild. What?
But
Frenchman, what?
But so I fucking looked it up, and then ever since then I just drink Earl Grey because it has a decent amount of because it's black tea. It has a decent amount of caffeine in it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't have
There's a kick.
It doesn't have a lot. I usually just use it if I need like for clarity because ADD shit. I don't like to take the fucking speed shit that's prescribed for you. So
You don't want to take prescription meth.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really what that shit is, dude.
it's 100%
It is.
what it
Yeah.
says on the thing. Amphetamine.
Yeah.
I mean, I took enough of it in high school to know
I did. I
that's
took.
meth.
I took.
The fact that they get kids on that shit early too.
I got diagnosed in 4th grade. And you gotta remember, I'm older than you guys. I got diagnosed in 4th grade, and they put me on Ritalin.
Oh yeah, Ritalin was the OG.
Yeah,
no,
that's the original
I
shit.
remember when you would hear about a kid on Ritalin or know about a kid on Ritalin.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed
You
to
know,
talk to the
what do
Ritalin
you
kids.
Yeah.
I don't, wait, hold on. What do you mean?
No. Did you guys didn't have?
If they had an issue and they were on Ritalin, then if they were really ADHD, I don't know what you guys.
was there like a stigma around kids that took Ritalin? Like,
There's a stigma around kids not supposedly being like everybody else. Like you felt like you were isolated from your peers
I got you.
just for the diagnosis. And I get it. Like I probably wasn't performing the way I should have been performing in school just because I just didn't give a fuck. Shit was boring, bro.
Yeah, school is.
Yeah.
School is horribly boring.
Yeah,
school
I
is
didn't pay
pretty good.
attention. If they would have got me on, that's the thing. When I took Adderall and stuff, like, I was a phenom. But then I'd like come down and I'd be like, why did I just do all that fucking? What did I just do that for?
Well, you were free thinking at that point. But you're right. When I was on the shit, They sound like when I was on the shit, I was on my shit, which proves the shit does work.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps you focused as fuck.
If you actually are there, people who don't need it chemically, they're just using it just because they got a problem. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it for meth.
But, I mean,
well, that's why that's why I had to stop using it. Like people were like, "Yeah, man, Adderall, it's crazy," and I was like, I took it, and I was like, just doing a bunch of work at school, and I was like, this drug's fucking weird.
Because you were doing it for the reasons because whatever the chemical shit is going on, which is the way it's intended for people who have ADD or ADHD, because it makes the prefrontal cortex actually work.
Yeah.
As opposed to people who already have a functioning prefrontal cortex and already have executive functions, they're just because it's just for the fucking the feeling of it. You know what I'm saying? I hated it. I hated Adderall because I tried that more recently because whatever shit I was going through, I was like, maybe I just need to get back on medication or whatever. No. It helped to kind of regulate the emotions, but my appetite was shit.
Oh yeah, it destroys appetite.
Yeah, my sleep was fucking shit. Other things were shit.
Yeah. I mean, drugs will do that to you. Yeah, drugs will fucking do that to you, dude.
Especially speed.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just, I just didn't like even though I got a lot of shit done, I always felt like I had to be doing something.
Oh yeah, you can't just like sit there on Adderall.
Yeah,
you
can't have a calm moment. You just go like, you know what, this could be done right now. I could polish the fucking backs of these fucking glasses that no one ever sees, and you know what I'm saying?
Getting after it, man.
Yeah, that is.
Then it would trip me up, and I just remember one time in pre-calc, I took a bunch of it, and like I was just like,
a bunch of it.
Yeah, I guess so.
yeah. I mean, a bunch
way more than I needed to be taking.
Yeah, you should. Yeah,
but like my teacher came by, and he was giving my buddy who he was a football coach, the teacher was, and he was giving my buddy who was on the football team a tough time, and he was like, "Why can't you be more like Aaron? Look at him doing all this work." And I was like,
over here.
Is that one time you've looked at me in this class this year?
I'm high as fuck.
Hi, Aaron.
I just looked over at like Jake knew that I was all like Adderalled up, and he was just like,
"Now
you're making me look bad."
That's true. I remember one time. I think I had just moved up here from Richmond.
Ooh,
and
Boogie Nights.
I mean, I was born up here, but whatever. Anyway, so I remember in class. I think it was 6th grade. Because up here, like down in Richmond, 6th grade, you're on to middle school at that point. Up here, it was 6th grade, elementary school. So, I was 5th grade, then 6th grade, and I remember I was on the Ritalin at that time, and I remember that one of the teachers told my mom she could tell when I was on it and when I wasn't on it.
Oh yeah,
because she was like, I don't know if the teacher was like, I don't know if I like him being on it, because when he's on it, like he's like a zombie, like he's just like. I'm just there, just sitting there, not doing a fucking thing. But then when I'm not on it, like I'm like just a normal kid, you know what I'm saying? Like just bouncing around. Yeah, I'm like disturbed or something, like talking to somebody. But it's just fucking kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to get kids. Now that I've got kids, getting them to sit down and focus on something for an extended period of time is it's nearly impossible.
Well, kids only have a certain amount of attention span anyway. Like as we get older, our attention span gets better. But kids, especially when they're young, I don't know. What is it, like up to 3? You might get 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, it kind of starts to go up, and then it's like 15 and whatever. But yeah, the kids already have a short attention span, but you think they're going to sit in a fucking classroom for fucking...
Having a teacher talk to him forever?
Yeah, like, read them I'm going to read you're going to read me a book? Fucking, it's everybody sit on the magic carpet, we're going to read a book. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit.
I like story time.
Yeah, but you've never been diagnosed with ADD, so you might be a normal cat.
Oh,
Although
all right.
you got some neurodivergent. But, yeah.
Yeah.
You're undiagnosed.
Yeah, you're undiagnosed something. I think your shit is autism.
I don't have autism.
You gotta
I'm not autistic.
into the
What the
tism.
fuck?
I think you got the tism.
I don't have the
You got
tism.
a touch of the tism.
I don't have a touch of tism. All right.
Hey, Theo Vaughn said you could beat that.
Huh?
Theo Vaughn said you could beat the tism. He said he beat it. So
Theo Vaughn still got the tism, bro. You can tell just by the way he just be talking, man. Hey, man.
I mean, I don't do that. I don't do that. Dude, I don't
But you
do
do
that.
repeat a lot of stuff.
I don't mean to. I do.
Neither do people with autism.
Yeah, I don't mean to. I just it's just what I do.
nah, if he was autistic, he'd know like all the baseball stats from 1995 or something.
Let's see. What is it? What is your thing?
What is my thing?
Yeah. There's
What do you
something
know?
that you know. Oh, you know what it is? His is. You know. Okay. So the kind of running joke with autism, people with autism, is they love trains and shit,
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, trains.
or planes or whatever. They all have their thing.
Yeah.
His thing is accomplishing 100% of video games. If he
Yeah.
can't do it, or he doesn't do it, he fucking flips the fuck out. He like the whole demeanor changes.
I don't
Like me and you, we could be like, oh, he got fucking 50%. Oh, who gives a fuck? This motherfucker, if he's at 98% and he doesn't get that 100%,
He needs
he's
it.
fucking losing his mind.
Yeah, that's true.
That's tism, buddy.
I don't have I don't have a touch of tism. Why is this always coming back to me?
All right, if I
It's not
see you
coming back
train
to you.
spotting someday,
Just driving
We're
by,
gonna
and
know.
you see me on the
And,
bridge with,
and
like,
we're not
some
making fun of
binoculars.
people with autism. We're just trying to
They're just
make
poking
RJ.
fun-
Yeah, we're trying to
poking-
make sure RJ understands that he might have a touch of the tism.
It's just something I like doing. That's all.
I didn't say you didn't like doing it, but people with autism like fucking trains a lot.
That's cool. I think trains are cool. You don't
Trains
like
are tight.
I mean, trains are
Trains
pretty
are
badass.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, trains are pretty badass, dude.
trains are cool
Trains are cool.
as long as
Have
they're
you
not
ever been on a bullet
tipping
train?
over. Bullet train?
No,
Ooh.
That's like the super fast one.
that was the only train that I did not get on when I was in Japan. There's the fucking subway, there's a fucking regular train, and then there's a bullet train. I didn't get the chance to get on the bullet train.
How fast does it go?
Supposed to be like 300 miles an hour.
Really?
No, it's like no,
the
I think
fuck?
it's 300 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
So it's like 260. It's pretty fast.
And so
It's on the magnets, bro. Like,
yeah, yeah. So
there's
let
no
me ask
friction
you,
there.
I've never actually physically seen it, or if I have, it was a long time ago. Is there a way you prepare yourself, or you're seated in this thing,
You sit the fuck down.
and it just goes
3,
260 miles,
2, 1.
and it just goes?
Keep your head.
It's
back of the headrest.
magnet. It's on magnets. It's fucking levitation.
Can,
Magnet.
can you pull a video up of it? I would just want to see it real quick.
Man's never seen a fucking.
The railgun is more impressive.
Like,
But it's the same principle.
Yeah.
The railgun is based off of a bullet, or the bullet. Well, I think it's the same exact principle.
They probably developed it to blow stuff up first, and then
Probably just like the microwave. You know the reason we have a microwave, right?
wasn't it supposed to be like a torture device or something like that?
Well, you could say that, but it's also supposed to be a weapon.
All right.
But then, as I saw recently, they decided to put it in a box and put a door on it, and now it heats up our food.
So that's how we have a microwave. They were like, we don't know what to do with this. Let's put a door on it.
oh, they knew what to do with it.
Well, they figured out they could cook stuff with it. I'm sure they cooked
Oh my
people
God.
with it.
I'm not going to look at my microwave.
You know how a microwave works, right?
Well, yeah, with electromagnetic.
No.
Not electromagnetic. You know the
Microwaves.
Microwaves. Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Why is this guy on a show called The Mad Scientist Lab?
Well, you named it and you asked me to be on here.
True,
so.
true. So a microwave works with microwaves.
Okay, I'm
But
following.
what actually is happening is it makes the fucking water molecules,
All right.
H2O, vibrate, which creates friction.
Yes, I do know that much.
So that's what creates the heat. So
I got you.
that's why, like, if you put rice, like old rice, in the microwave, it dries out because you're basically
Taking all the moisture.
all the
out of
moisture
it,
out of
right?
it.
Yeah. Wow. So they're just like, here, let's throw a door on this thing and cook shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's-
After they fucking beamed a few bodies.
Yeah, they
or humans or not humans, but monkeys or some shit. What was I looking up? Oh,
the bullet train. Yeah, no, I swear I know I've seen it, but it's been so long. But man, so yeah, you just sit down and it just goes 200 miles an hour. That's it.
Just like the Hypersonic XL.
Oh, what, at King's Dominion?
Yeah.
I remember when that came out, man. I was
They don't have like anything there anymore. That's not there.
That
The volcano isn't there anymore.
dude, Volcano.
Volcano's gone, but they turned it into something else. It's been a few years since I've been too, but they still got the Intimidator 305.
But I remember with the Hypersonic XLC, when we took off, dude, we took off so fast that my hands went numb. That's how fast like the blood left my hands from that.
You sound like a bitch.
Well, that's not. I mean, I didn't do it on purpose, Jared. You act like I control my blood.
You can.
So
to a certain extent,
I'm sure. Okay, but not when you're going from 0 to what is it? What was it? 80?
No, fuck BP.
The gas station. Look at them drilling out there.
Oh, not the gas. See, look, RJ, you don't pay attention to shit.
I don't pay attention to anything.
They're not just a gas station.
I understand that, Jared.
That's like saying Exxon is a gas station.
They got chips too.
All right, so.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you just get on. Oh, it looks super comfortable. People eat on this thing.
I mean, they eat on this thing. Yeah, it's just fucking. You're going from one end of Japan to the other. I need to add my fucking face back in.
Jeb Brooks is hyped about this situation.
Hold on. So there's Osaka.
All the way up to what?
Tokyo. All
Tokyo.
Right. Which I
Hey,
guess
they got some good walls in Japan too. Look at that. China gets all the wall credit.
Man, Japan got a lot of shit. People be hating on Japan. Hey, I've been there.
Really?
They've only got a 1.2% replacement rate, so they're not going to be around for too much longer. Enjoy them while you can.
All right, so he's gonna get on.
Oh yeah, because they're all old as shit.
This
I'm trying to move this shit forward. Oh, I need to be over here. That's why. Let's move the train. So what are you trying to see, RJ?
I just wanted to kind of see it in motion ish, and just kind of
showing
see
everything
interior.
on the inside.
I want to see it race a cheetah.
There it is.
Yeah. All right. So
Look how happy he is.
Oh
I
my
mean-
god! Everybody look. Oh, see, 177. There you go. See at the top.
yeah, 177 miles an hour, and you're just going through. I wonder how long that trip is then. Obviously, if we had audio, we would probably know.
That's. I'm gonna say 2.5 hours.
Damn. So typically, it would probably be double that, maybe even more.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty.
Maybe I did ride on it. I just don't remember riding on it. Because I know I've been to Osaka and I know I've been to Tokyo. But I was. Oh, man. I don't know. I've been all over that fucking country, bro.
I mean, it's it's just pretty dope to see, and then the landscape and the scenery.
I
and
miss
shit.
it. Every time I see some shit on it, I miss it. The smell's different. Everything's different.
Oh, I'm sure it smells completely different, dude. Does it smell like peace?
Smells like Japan.
Okay, I mean, I think that's fair.
All right, we're good.
All right. Yeah, no, I have seen enough. I have seen enough. I got my fix of the bullet train. That was pretty dope.
I want to watch him eat sushi.
He's about to order beer now.
That's what I would do. Look at that. Oh, look
And
at
their
that.
drinks are better, too. All right, that's enough for you guys.
All right.
Their drinks are better because they have, like, this peach thing. And I was about to order it the other day because I saw it. For some reason, I was watching something and it popped in my mind. And I was like, oh, I need to figure out which. But you know how bottles changed throughout the years?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what the brand was anymore. So I wasn't sure which one to get because I was going to order it. But you have to get it from Japan. You can't get it anywhere here at all. So I was just going to order it. But because it was like this peach drink. Tastes so fucking good. It's like it tastes like real peaches. You know, like how we have fucking shit over here.
Yeah.
Nah, this shit is like peach.
Made with the
Like,
real deal.
off of the fucking tree type shit.
Yeah, they got peaches over there in Japan.
Yeah, they got everything. They got
Man.
You gotta remember, they have just pretty much like here. They have pretty much every climate except for desert. I think like they have up north Hokkaido, which is the biggest island, and like close to Russia. That's like the cold area. That's like
Isn't that crazy? You forget that Russia's next to all these Asian places.
well, yeah. So are we though, because we had Alaska right next to
Yeah,
Russia.
we're so close to Russia.
But they have Yeah, so Hokkaido, which is it's cold, it's decent, and it's like decent. It's like Wisconsin, Michigan, that type of weather.
Okay.
Kind of Canada-ish, and then the farther you go down, it's a little warmer, just like the United States. Kind of, actually, almost similar.
Yeah, I think it's on the
Latitude.
same. Yeah.
But then you go all the way down south. Obviously, it's fucking tropical, so it's all the same shit. They don't have. I don't think they have any desert there because it's surrounded by water,
I got you.
and it's surrounded by water.
All right. Surrounded by water. Also known as an island for those out there.
Nice.
Oh, it's multiple islands.
Multiple islands. Plural. More than one.
Yeah.
I like
Most of Asia is island. Well, except for China and India. Isn't Russia considered Asia?
I don't know about that.
That's not Europe.
Baltic.
Oh, that's.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Wait,
They don't.
wait.
They don't look Asian.
Depends on which part of the country you're at.
Have you ever been to Russia? Just out of curiosity.
Not going to
This
Russia.
this guy go to Russia? Fuck no. They
don't
would
even-
never let him in.
They won't.
That's like them letting fucking.
I'm more worried about getting back in.
back here.
Well, I
Well-
guess I could. I can just become an illegal immigrant and just
Go to
waltz right across.
just go with Tucker Carlson next time, and they'll let you back.
They tried to kill him.
Who?
Ukraine. Russia
course they
stopped
did.
an assassination attempt on
course they did.
Tucker Carlson while he was
But
there.
you know what? Who probably? All right, let's not talk about this. But you know who probably sanctioned that?
Ukraine.
Okay.
Well, the CIA.
Okay. Thank you. I just,
Ukraine is, just for all intents and purposes, a CIA.
but I didn't want to
outlet.
say it out loud.
Yeah.
Well,
The views of Tron are not the views of the Vast Scientist Lab podcast.
Not yet.
no, well, I mean, you never know.
I mean, they are, but
They're not? Are they? Who knows? Who knows?
it depends on who you're coming after.
I guess. I don't know.
Because
But
if that case,
He was a fat Faison liar.
no, we don't have we don't have people come on here and do that. Why would we do that? We would never do that. Ever. It's very important. It's very important. All right.
yeah, we had 224, man. We got-
224. All right. I like that. I like
That's
that.
solid numbers.
might be able to chop it up to make it be a 223, so it's
That's
actually matches.
about 4 hours of podcast for me today.
Oh, you did yours?
Yeah, I recorded mine this morning.
When are we gonna be on yours?
Yeah.
I can get you guys on.
Yeah. Please let us know. We'd be more than happy to come over and
I got mics. We could do it over here if you want.
I mean, yeah, but then it looks like. I mean, I guess we could do it over here.
I mean, I do it all audio anyways, but we could do if you want to do the cameras or something.
whatever. However you guys want to do this, I'm down. And before
Well, no, don't say you guys. It's his shit. He's got to figure it out. I do enough for this show. I'm not fucking trying to figure out somebody else's show.
no, well,
I'll figure it out.
I want to fucking finally be a guest on somebody else's show.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, here's any motherfucker out there who's watching this shit and they've been on this show before and they have a podcast. Will.
Damn.
I don't know why the fuck I've not been invited to nobody else's podcast. Like, I fucking do this shit week in and week out. And I don't get invited to nobody's shit. I don't get invited to nobody's shows. I got to go out to I got to go do stand-up comedy on the West Coast, on the fucking, in Texas. Anywhere besides D.C., I can do comedy. It's the wildest shit. And I get laughs. I don't understand it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't get it. I don't know.
I am also here a part of this show and programming that you are currently
I'm
viewing.
not talking about this fucking show. I'm
Oh.
talking about fucking these motherfuckers. Never mind.
Nobody likes to laugh in DC.
No, they do. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it. I think I'm gonna be better off just going out on my own and getting shit done. As far as stand-up comedy, I think it'll be better for me in the long run because then I'm meeting people all across the country as opposed to
Yeah.
trying to just
Waiting for him to come here.
Yeah, or waiting for people who are already here
to be on the same page.
who don't invite me to shit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. Because I doubt nobody supports the shit that I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you get what I'm saying. RJ's like oblivious.
I am not oblivious. I am human. I am here.
It's just,
Well,
I
it's
don't
tough
know,
to it's tough to try to garner the support from people that you already know. That's why I didn't even really try to like push my podcast on anybody that I even knows. Told them that I do it. Tell them that I record it if they want to.
But you still got to market, man. You can't just like.
And I agree with Jared too, man. You gotta do have to do a little bit.
Yeah,
of
what's
legwork
you
with
haven't
that.
even said the name of the podcast? Like, we don't even know where you can get the podcast. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
It's very mysterious. I guess I've got it on. I mean, it's primarily Rumble. I mean, there's videos and stuff involved, but you can get the audio of it on. I've got it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, I think.
Yeah. What is the name of this podcast?
Troncast.
The Troncast.
Thank you, Jesus Christ.
The Troncast. Check it out on. You said Rumble.
Rumble, yeah,
Apple
that's where.
Music and
If you want the
Spotify.
full effect, you got to go to Rumble to see all the memes.
All right, so full effect. Check out the Troncast on Rumble. Tron, thank you so much for coming over, man. It's always a great time when you come over, man. We always have a great discussion. And thank you guys for joining us here live every Saturday night here on Twitch. Until next week, we will see you guys then. Peace.
Deuces. No, he doesn't get to say peace.
Well,
I get to say peace.
okay, here, say peace.
I get it. I don't care about this shit though, dude.
Oh, okay.
Emotional damage.
There's some. Just a
I just
tad.
felt like doing that.
That's all right. It's all right. But thank you guys. We will see you next week.
You guys all smell. Bye,
Bye.
Phobia. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, Allie Ice. What up, buddy?
You don't
What
smell.
up? What up?
Don't
Came
listen to
late.
him.
Peace.
Peace.
Better late than
So
never.
hard you won't see nothing ever, ever, ever.
Yeah.